go. Here we go. Share it up. Share. All right. All right. Let's see here. $91. Man. We'll probably wait like 5 minutes or something, just in case people want to get in. To start the draft. Who do I want in draft? Who do I want? I don't know. I mean, Ments would be nice. Obviously, any of the Lotties would be nice. I feel like I really like Reg Ice in doubles. Ice is just so good offensively, and you need to be offensive in doubles. And Red Ice doesn't die to overheats and stuff, which is really cool. I mean, Arrow 2 is always really fun, as long as you can pair it with something. Another Levitate mana. Yeah, I don't know. We gotta get speed. Something with speed would be ideal. Get something with speed. I gotta get my notepad out too. Make sure I'm keeping track of these. Make sure I'm keeping track of these phrases and types. That's burned me in the past a couple times. $91. Let's see here. What time is it? 8:55. I guess we can start just doing the draft, and then maybe we'll get to the first battle by 9. All right, let's oh baby, let's see. Let's get this PB. Let's get this PB. Hey, thanks for the follow, Disaster Area. Good luck on the run. Hey, I appreciate it. I'm gonna need it. Oh man, the last the last time I got to 91, I got really unlucky with a quick claw crit, and then I played it badly. Oh, nice. What are you coding? Normal. Okay, normal free spirit. That's interesting. So maybe not some double-edged stuff. Working on my ROM hack of Battle Factory. Oh, nice. I've always wanted to look at the Emerald code and stuff. It could be cool. It's normal, no phrase. It's always so actually normal no phrase, intimidate. Any sort of intimidate would be super good right here. Especially the battle AI isn't too hard to understand at least. That's pretty cool. Oh man. I mean, Shuckle is a normal resist. I mean, there's a world where we take a Shuckle. There's a world where we take a Shuckle. Oh my gosh. This Shuckle's not great. I mean, I would use the Shuckle, the Toxic Shuckle. That one's okay. This one, I mean, I think Shuckle 1 might even have Defense Curl. So that one actually is not even horrible. But I mean, it's a normal resist. So it could be a good pivot. Oh. The Pikachu with like Pikachu and Marshtomp. I mean, I feel like in singles, Shuckle could actually do something. Doubles, it's a little tougher to make it work. Oh my gosh. Yes. I mean, this isn't the best Metagross, but it's a Metagross. Oh my goodness. Which Metagross is this? This is Metagross. Oh my gosh. Bright Powder, Metagross 6. Oh man. Max, I mean, the reason this isn't the best Metagross is because of the IVs. Or not the IVs, the EVs. Having max special attack, max attack. But I mean, it's a Metagross. Yeah, it has Mash and Psychic Stab, and then Ice Punch is great coverage. Thunder Punch is nice for like waters, which it doesn't hit with Meteor Mash or Ice Punch. Like if I was facing like a Slowking or a Slowbro or a Starmie, Thunder Punch would definitely be the move. Oh my gosh, a Metagross. Oh my gosh. So now we need Fire and Ground switch-ins. Or versus Scarm. Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, that's a Fire switch-in. Amnesia Rest. Whiscash? That's not bad. It's a little bit annoying. Basically, I would just be Amnesia and Rock Sliding, and then I would have to... I couldn't Earthquake next to Metagross. But I mean... Is it... which Whiscash is this? This is Wish... 1. Okay. HP and attack? I mean, I'll take that. Yeah, in the back, it really couldn't... That's what I'm thinking, too, because I wouldn't want to lead it next to Metagross. And I would just... I would likely want to... like, if I kept it in the back, too, if there's grass types, or if there's just physical mons, which I guess there's already 2 normal types, I was thinking I could just... Oh, yeah, with 2 normal types, Amnesia probably isn't going to do much. But, like, I was thinking I could just... it is Chesto, yeah. I was thinking I could just kill the physical attackers, then have Whiscash just beat whatever special attackers in the back. If they have. I mean, yeah, like, the thing about 2 normal types, it's not high risk, high return, but you could have normal flying types like Dodrio and Fearow, so I guess Rock Slide would do fine there. I guess I mean, obviously Metagross does fine there. But like, So Metagross 6. I mean... Yeah, we're just Okoing Fearow and stuff like that. How does Whiscash 1 do against them? Oh wow, doubles Rock Slide still is a 73% chance to 2-hit KO. 57 against a Dodrio. But again, Dodrio's not 3-hit KOing, or he's not 2-hit KOing me, so it's like it would be Rock Slide, you know, Dry Attack, and then Rest, probably, and then Rock Slide, Rock Slide. So I'd really get 3 chances. Doubles Rock Slide, I mean, yeah, the damage isn't really annoying, but like the fact that you get, the fact that you have a higher likelihood to flinch one of the opposing Pokemon than to not flinch them is pretty cool, because you have a 51% chance to flinch the opponents. Raichu, is this Raichu 3 or Raichu 2? This is Raichu 2. Yeah, the max attack one. Wait. Oh, wait, no. This is Raichu 1. No, sorry, 2. I was mixing up, yeah. Raichu 2. Yeah, the max attack one. Endure is good for, like, being like a follow me, basically. But, it's not, like... Right now, I still don't have a great answer for ground and for fire. I mean, the speed can do something. And thankfully, for ground, oh, baby. Oh, yeah. Wait a second. So, okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Oh, yeah, Entei's for sure good. Here's the weird thing. I almost want to lead... Well, okay. I mean, Metagross has 90 speed, so that's not ideal. But Ice Punch can do big damage into... How much does Metagross do like a Donphan? Metagross 6 against like a Donphan. I mean, I don't even die to a Donphan Earthquake. Holy Metagross. But Ice Punch doesn't KO, so I would just need some extra chip. And it does have speed, but I guess Donphan 1 does have a chance to KO with Earthquake. But, I mean, I'm not killing with Ice Punch, but like I could double it up with that Entei. Entei 4. Yeah. So I could double up with Entei. Obviously, Quick Claw stuff would be annoying. But I mean, really, that's not even... That's ground types. Yeah, no, leading Entei against normal types with this Reflect is going to be absolutely huge. I mean, because there could be some normals with Earthquake. And then there could be some normals with... like next to Dodrio or Fearow. So, I mean, you have to... Oh, wait, I'm going to add in normal flying. So, I mean, like right now with Metagross, I would not be scared of Blissey. I would not be scared of Clefable. I mean, I guess Clefable 3 with Flamethrower is a little bit annoying. I would not be scared of Dodrios. How much does X-Cloud Overheat do if it's the third one? Okay, so that's... I have to be a little bit worried about X-Cloud 3. Fearows I'm not worried about. Grambles I'm not really worried about because Gramble 2 does not outspeed. And Intimidate doesn't even affect me. Kangaskhan does have Earthquake. How much does Kangaskhan 4 do, actually? I'm just kind of curious. Okay, not even guaranteed to a KO. That's pretty cool. And I mean, even if I did, like, if I did Reflect, right? I mean, that's basically a guaranteed 3 KO, but that'd be an interesting play. I kind of wonder if I'm going to end up Psychicking a lot of stuff to, like, Like in this situation, like I would just guarantee go for Psychic because of the accuracy. So I guess that's kind of interesting for me to cross 6. I wonder if I just end up being like doing Psychic. Mill Tank is kind of annoying because it has thick fat. So like Mill Tank 3, which outspeeds, and it would very likely not to a KO, but so I would probably just double it with Bite and Meteor Mash. So 44 or 61. Wow. I guess I would just go Psychic Bite. No, I would go Reflect. I would go Reflect Psychic and then Bite Psychic. That would pick up a KO. But again, that means I'm totally ignoring the other mon on the field. Porygon 2, I don't think I'm scared of. I mean, Recover stuff can be kind of annoying. Slaking, I don't think I'm scared of, although I guess Choice Band EQ would be pretty bad. Yeah, Slaking 3 outspeeds and guaranteed KOs. Obviously, if I put up Reflect, it wouldn't. So I could, like... Yeah, I would have to put up Reflect because it would KO both my mons. I mean, it wouldn't necessarily KO Metagross, but I would have to Reflect and, like, Psychic, and then Psychic and Flamethrower. Or I guess, how much was Flamethrower doing? 38. Snorlax could be annoying, especially the Curse one. Curse with Earthquake Rock Slide. And Rest. I would just have to mash it down. Tauroses. Outspeed and have Earthquake. Snorlax with thick fat would actually be pretty tough to take down because, yeah, all it has to do is get 2 curses up, and Entei is doing like nothing. Although if I burn it, then I could get Guts Glitch stuff. But I might have to just start. I might just like have to Reflect and double team or something weird. I mean, how does Metagross do? I guess Metagross does 2 at KO, so I would like Bite, Mash, then just try to mash again. Nobody, Chicago, and nobody can go. This is so sad. But you know, if it's a Detroit sports bar, there's gonna be other people there. What up, Logan? There's gonna be other Lions fans there. The funny thing is, I was supposed to go to a Lions bar the past 2 games, and just it didn't work out for whatever reason. And but like the last time, I mean, yeah, but it would still be a cool environment. And the last time, I find somebody you know and just be a Lions. Find somebody you know and just borrow a Lions jersey or something. But it was funny because, no, it's definitely hype. It's like I had this dilemma where we were at like my nephew's birthday party, and then we got home and the game was on, and halftime was only 13 minutes, and the bar was like 20 minutes away. And so it was like, okay, do I really want to miss 7 minutes of the game just to get to this bar, or do I want to see the whole game? So I actually just stayed home and just watched it by myself because I was like, I'm not just gonna miss 7 minutes of this game to be there. I mean, it would have been cool, but like it wasn't. I don't know. I could go there tomorrow too, I guess. Ursaring. So I guess the biggest worries probably The biggest worries are honestly probably Slaking, Snorlax, and probably Slaking and Snorlax. Yeah. And actually, those probably have really high likelihood because a lot of the other normals are high risk, high return ones. Like if it's Earth Ring, there's a very good chance, or Tauros. So there's actually a very good chance that it's like Slaking, Snorlax, Porygon. I guess Blissey maybe has a good chance. Yeah. No. I mean, okay, here's the rest of the draft. I haven't seen the sixth Mon, but this was my first one. This was the first one. So this is number 1. Meta is number 2. 3 is this Whiscash. So that's a, I mean, Shuckle's a normal resist, but it's, so, actually, how much does, honestly, I'm actually kind of curious, how much does Shuckle 2 take from that Slaking 3? Dude. Would I beat this Slaking probably with just Double Team and Dig? Wait, no, I would. I 100% beat Slaking because of Dig. So Shuckle is a guaranteed win against a Slaking with Dig. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, I was doing Reflect with, it doesn't really matter, yeah. As long as it doesn't Oko, I just win against 1v1 against like. Oh crap! You're right. If he actually locks into Earthquake, yeah, you're right. Which he would if that was the lead. That's true. Dang it! Come on. Although you know what? What about Whiscash 1 though? Dang. Yeah, I just have to offense through Slaking 3, unfortunately. So I admit Migros is number 2. 3 is this Whiscash, which is a fire switch in. So that's fine. I mean, that's decent because X-Cloud 3, it's normal, no phrase. It's normal, no phrase. And right now, I don't have a ground resist. This is the team so far. I have a 6th Mon I haven't looked at, but I don't have a ground resist. So that's why I'm really worried. So I need like a Latias or something. Please be a Latias. No, I have to lead Entei because of Reflect stuff too. Reflect versus the normals, and then that's I guess where Raichu is maybe a play because, and I guess I could keep Metagross in the back, which kind of seems weird. Well, I mean I know, but like this Raichu with Endure reversal. I mean, I guess I'm probably not even Okoing Slaking though. That's the thing. Yeah, I don't even Oko Slaking. I mean, I would be able to chip it, but that is kind of annoying. But Raichu with Endure automatically beats Truant. Yeah, I was just gonna say. Last Mon will be a good water type. I mean, we can hope. Blast is surely such. Oh gosh, we check. So right, I guess from this squad, it was gonna be Entei. It's probably Entei, Metagross, Whiscash, I guess. I don't know. No, Shuckle's not. I don't think Shuckle's a bug. And I wouldn't want Raichu in the back. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Jeez. Please don't be Slaking 3. Oh jeez. Okay. Yeah, it's not like... Oh my gosh. I know this Raichu is bad, but like I am like half tempted to use this Raichu. Because this like I'm half tempted to use this Raichu to 1v1 something in the back. Oh, I mean, a lot of stuff does not see kills with... I guess they might see kills on Entei is the thing. So, Slaking definitely sees a kill with Earthquake. But, like, you know, Miltank doesn't see a kill. Other stuff is not going to see a kill. Does Earthring even have Earthquake? Tauros isn't going to see a kill. It's really just that Slaking 3. But then the other issue, here's the other issue, is I have to hit mashes against like Snorlax too. Because I do nothing with Entei, and it's just gonna curse up. And then Metagross just has to hit mashes because after 2 curses, it's gonna start just earthquaking. So that's another worry. I mean, that is true. I would probably, I do have double team. I would probably just go for Reflect and then start going for Burns, though, for the Guts glitch. I think I would just start going for Burns. Burns or Thunder. No, I would go for Mashes still. Because I could still, even at +1, if I just get a first mash, like if I just went Mash, if I went Mash Flamethrower, Mash Flamethrower, I would KO. Guaranteed. Actually, I would go Mash Butt. Well, I would probably Bite the first one. And then, if he got the curse off, I would Flamethrower. But I'd probably go for Bite. That's what I'm like. Here's the annoying thing: is if I throw in Whiscash in the back, I have to Amnesia. Yeah, if I throw Whiscash in the back, I think Ampharos is a 0 chance. That's a 0% chance. Okay. I mean, Rock Slide does. I guess it does fine against Furo and Dodrio, which I don't really care about. But yeah, but okay. Here's the thing, though. I'm not really clicking Earthquake. Well, I guess Fire types don't really hit Entei. I guess Fire types don't really hit Entei. Well, so I guess that's fine. That is true. If I switch in Raichu and I actually live a hit, then I could Endure for a Follow Me. Like, I could just Reflect and switch in Raichu, in theory. I mean, there's also an argument for just leading the speed up front, though. Just leading Raichu Entei with that. They're both 152, and Raichu can cover with the waters. Yeah, 31 IV would live hits. Yeah. No, this Raichu's EVs are whack. I mean, the speed isn't fine. I mean, Ampharos has good defense. 104 with 197. And I just T-Wave stuff. Here's the only argument for Ampharos would be to make sure that Snorlax can't rest. Because I could just T-Wave it, and then it wouldn't rest. But then it would just start earthquaking. And so is that actually better? I guess maybe it is, because then with T-Wave and Bite, I would just be like T-Wave, Bite, and like Thundering. No, I wouldn't be Rain Dancing. Unless something started double teaming. No, Attract isn't... I mean, Attract can be good. It depends. I mean... Yeah, it's something. I think on round like 10 I had to use like Zapdos 2 and it worked. So I mean, there's that. Yeah, I'm just kind of wondering if I just double team and flash with Shuckle. I mean, I guess Metagross is already a normal resist, so I don't really need Shuckle as a normal resist. I think Entei on lead is the guarantee. That's a guarantee. Entei on lead with Reflective Double Team and the speed. That's a guarantee. And King's Rock. I'm never leading Whiscash because of Earthquake stuff. What up, B-Swag? I don't really want to put Metagross in the back. It's, but I guess I could. It kind of depends, because the weird thing is, Metagross with only 90 speed, Metagross in the back actually wouldn't be horrible if I got like a T-Wave off with Ampharos. If I got a T-Wave off, then 90, I mean, that's fine. Thanks for the follow, B-Swag. So that's kind of interesting. Raichu. I mean, because realistically, if I did face Slaking, I mean, Raichu would be perfectly fine to just... well, I'd have to do it on lead, though. Or I'd switch in on the Truant turn. I'm not... Oh, this is Raichu too. But either way. I'm doing 81%, so then I just have to do a Flamethrower with Entei. So I would just Reflect and Endure if it goes for the Earthquake, and then I would Flamethrower and Reversal. But I wouldn't even have to Flamethrower Reversal. Thanks for the follow, Distracted Danny. I wouldn't even have to Reversal because I could wait a turn because of Truant. So I could actually double the other Pokemon. Although I might have to Reversal if the other Pokemon isn't going to die to a double up, whatever it is. I just think Metagross in the back sounds kind of weird. I'm trying to think. It's not a ground switch in for Entei. I mean, technically I could switch into a water move, although I'm not really scared of Surfs. I could switch into rock moves, but those aren't even that scary, unless it's like Ancient Power, Aerodactyl. Um, I mean, Raichu does beat Slaking, which is kind of cool. It's just weird not to have it on lead. I'm trying to think here. What's... I mean, I feel like Entei Metagross does make sense, and maybe I'm just hyper focusing on the Slaking, and I just if it's Slaking, I just deal with it because again, this is also like if he's locking into Earthquake, he's gonna be Earthquaking his own Pokemon too. So there's still some like benefit from that, and that actually really helps with Endure Raichu because Raichu can potentially win 1v2s where like Slaking's Earthquake does like 60% to his partner, and then I Endure, and then it does Truant the next turn, and then I can like Thunderbolt or Reversal its partner and do like 40%, and then I can just win 1v2 with Raichu. So like that's also kind of an interesting situation, where if I just try to reflect and then have Metagross hit the other Pokemon. I mean, Metagross also has Bright Powder. It is annoying that yeah, it's so weird to say Raichu's the Mon, but I just hate having to not be able to click Earthquake with Whiscash. It doesn't synergize well, and I mean, technically I could lead Ampharos, but I think Metagross Entei is the play. Raichu in the back. I've done Thunders in the back before. It actually can be kind of interesting. Okay, let's just get this PB. Oh, man. Dude. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. Dude. Oh my gosh. Okay. Get the calcs out. Get the calcs out. Get the calcs out. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. So let's pull up the Gramble Slaking. So this is no type, no phrase, which means if it was Gramble 1 and Slaking 1, it would have a phrase. If it was Gramble 2, it would have a phrase. So it's not Gramble 2. Thanks for the follow. Activate. I don't know why that doesn't work. LRXC. Let's see. So obviously it's most likely to be Gramble 4, Slaking 3. Double choice band Earthquake. Hold on, how much does Gramble 4 Earthquake do? Hold on. Oh gosh. Wait a second. Oh wait. They both count choice band. I'm overthinking this. Okay, hold on. So they can't both have choice band, which actually is good because only one of them can have it, but that is worrisome because, I mean, what does this Gramble 4 do? He actually doesn't see a kill with Earthquake, which is huge. Wait, is that real? No, it's Reflect. Oh, he does see a kill with Earthquake. What about Metagross? He doesn't see one on Metagross. I don't know if that helps me or not. I'm not really sure how the Earthquake targeting works with that. Well, here's the worry though. If I double target, yeah, if I target Gramble with Metagross, how much is? I guess that's what I really need to figure out is how much would an Earthquake from Choice Band Slaking do to Gramble 1 or 3? Okay, so basically, if it's Slaking 1, I don't care. If it's Slaking 2, I don't think I care. I mean, Mega Kick would do big damage and Yawn could be annoying. But if it's Slaking 4 with, like, Flamethrower, how much is that doing? That's actually still doing decent damage, which is really annoying. But he shouldn't do really much to Entei. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, the annoying thing here is I think it's very likely that one of them clicks Earthquake. I mean, Metagross already has Bright Powder. Here's why I don't like Double Team, though, is because I have King's Rock, so I feel like I would almost have a better chance going for Flamethrower, Burn, or Crit. Burn or Flinch, or maybe a crit on Gramble. Do I? I mean, I don't. Yeah. So like, if I Flamethrower Gramble, I guess Gramble 4. If I Flamethrower, holy crap, that almost KOs. If I Flamethrower Gramble 4 though, I could get Burn, Crit, or Flinch with King's Rock, which actually is not bad. I mean, what is that? So that's the odds of all that not happening would be. Let me just go to the sheet here. I'm just kind of curious what that would be. Equals 15 over 16. 15 over 16. 0.9 and 0.9. So it'd be all those happen. I don't get a burn, I don't get a flinch, and I don't get a crit. So it's like a 24% chance that it does happen, that one of those does happen, which is kind of interesting. The other annoying thing about reflecting is they could crit, which is kind of frustrating, but like, what am I gonna do? How much does Metagross do to Gramble? So Metagross has a chance to KO Gramble 4. So even if I reflect, and if I reflect, I mean, he's definitely not killing me. But if it's Gramble 3, oh, Gramble 2 is the one with Overheat too. Oh, that's so cool. So it's not the Overheat one, and he's never, Gramble 3's never Earthquaking. Gramble 3's probably double edging, or I don't know, maybe rock sliding Entei or something. Gramble 1 would Thunder Wave, which would be kind of annoying, but I think that's fine. I guess the thing is, if it's, I guess I have to think about if it's Slaking. Quick Claw Gramble EQ with 1 or 2 crits. He's not going to EQ though. Grambles does not. I mean, he doesn't see a kill, and his partner is not flying type. So I really don't think Gramble 3 is going to EQ. I really don't think Gramble 3 is going to EQ. I think he's going to double edge Entei. I mean, EQ does do more damage, but he's slightly disincentivized because of his partner being neutral. And then, so here's what I have to think about okay, Metagross goes first before Gramble. So, if it is in fact Slaking 3, and he clicks If it is in fact slaking 3 and he clicks Earthquake, let's check what that's doing. So that's doing 69 to 81. So all I would have to do is wait a second. All I would have to do is click some move that does 30%, which I think would be any of Vinagross's moves. I would just have to click one move that does. So I would maybe Psychic the Gramble. But the annoying thing is, if it's Gramble 4, is it worth it to go for the 12% chance that the mash kills? No, I think Psychic is always the move. I think Psychic is always the move. Well, because if it's Gramble 4, it's not Slaking 3, because they have the same item. So I think okay, let me think about this. So if it's not slaking 3, I don't think I care. I mean, if it's slaking 4, slaking 4's flamethrower would be kind of annoying. He doesn't even 2-hit KO Raichu though, which is kind of interesting. That's actually almost frustrating because the indoors are kind of random then. But like I said, I think Entei can take him on, so I would just have to make sure I don't take too much damage. So I think I Psychic into Gramble, because then it would KO Gramble, he'd be locked into EQ, and as long as I can then double the other Pokemon during the Truant turn and KO, Raichu wins with Endure. Or as long as I can do enough damage that Raichu kills with a Reversal or Thunderbolt, basically. Hey, what's up, Nova? Yeah, no, Raichu versus a potential Slaking 3 is very useful. Really just any Slaking because of Truant. So like because Raichu is a counter to Slaking, to most Slakings at least that is, I think I go for its Psychic into Gramble. Well, hold on. If I just have to do, maybe I Ice Punch. Well, maybe I Ice Punch the Gramble though, because, well, crit is a higher, no, there's a 6% chance of a crit, but there's 10% chance of a Ice Punch freeze, and if it's, so basically what I'm thinking is, if it's Gramble, like let's say it's Gramble 3 and it's Choice Band Slaking in the Earthquakes, he's doing 69 guaranteed. He's doing 69% guaranteed, which means I just have to do 31. And if I just have to do 31, why wouldn't I just Ice Punch so that the next turn, because, I mean, Gramble's likely to, the annoying thing, here's the annoying thing. The annoying thing is I think Entei is likely to die here, and so that's why I want to Ice Punch. Because Gramble is likely targeting Entei. So even if Entei reflects, if I have Reflect up, Entei is taking 38 from double edge. I mean, I don't think he would rock slide, but I'm taking 38 from double edge in reflect. I mean, and Slaking 3 does 69, so that's a guaranteed KO if it's Slaking 3. So Slaking, yeah, it's a 50-50 which they target, but if Slaking's if Slaking is earthquaking, then it doesn't really matter who they're targeting. So then it's just the Gramble it's still a decent shot. I mean, the thing is, if Entei went down and I did Ice Punch, then I would have to. I guess that would be kind of annoying. Let me think about that. How much does Raichu's Thunderbolt do in a Gramble 1? I would KO it with Psychic. Well, Gramble 1 wouldn't even attack. Gramble 1 would Thunderbolt or T-Wave. But Gramble 3 would attack. And a Thunderbolt doing 44, yeah. That is... Because then I would just T-Bolt and then like mash or Psychic them on in the back. I guess I would mash, although that's kind of risky. Maybe I would Psychic just to get guaranteed damage off. Because if it was a Dark type, Raichu would be able to kill it with Reversal potentially too. I think. Oh yeah, turn 1 for doubles is freaking crazy, dude. That's why I had the calc. That's why I put the calc mode in there, because it's just so much of the calc up front. Well, the thing is with Raichu. Well, I think I would probably Psychic with Metagross, but because I would hit Gengars, who Raichu wouldn't KO, I would hit. I guess Reversal wouldn't be good against flying types, but that's whatever. But I think Psychic plus Raichu 1 health Reversal would KO most things. I don't think I would need the extra damage from Mash. Yeah, exactly. T-Bolt would work too. But I mean, another weird idea. I don't think I like this idea, but another weird idea would be Entei. No, I don't like that idea. I was gonna say Entei like Reflect, and I switch in Metagross for Raichu, so that then I maybe have Metagross to just 1v1 things, but then that gets tricky against Slaking. Raichu's just like such a hard counter to Slaking. Generally. Well, I don't know. Reflect doesn't do the full half damage though in doubles. Plus, you're more likely to come across like a split physical special on the other side versus them both being physical. I think I'm leaning. It's so annoying because I'm like, I feel like I'm kind of. The annoying thing is I almost want to flamethrower slaking to try to, but then I could just die. And I don't think I KO slaking. Yeah, Entei 4. There's even a crit would KO slaking 3 because of the bulk. Yeah, high roll crit wouldn't even kill. I guess I guess I have to reflect. I guess I have to reflect and psychic the Gramble. I think that's the safest play. I mean, I love the Ice Punch play, but I think psychic is fine. I think psychic is fine because it guarantees the T-Bolt from Raichu, and then I can psychic something in the back. Ice Punch crit would be, or Ice Punch freeze would be so nice. But I guess Psychic does also guarantee that Metagross can get the double up KO too, just in case. Because even if Entei and Metagross somehow both survive, Gramble could like get a Quick Claw the next turn. I just don't think there's a better play. I think I have to Psychic or Ice Punch. I think I have to Psychic. And I think I have to reflect. Oh, I have Bright Powder Metagross. Come on. Oh, man. Oh my gosh, it's slaking 4. I don't know if that's good or bad. Let's get a crit. Let's get a crit on this Gramble. Lowered special defense? Oh my gosh. No, Yan is not annoying for Raichu because I have Lum. I have Lumberry. Okay, that is not the worst turn it could have been. Okay. So, that was Gramble 3. That was Gramble 3. And it weirdly went for Rock Slide, which is totally fine. The problem is Gramble going to go for Earthquake now? Oh, no, it doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter. I can just KO Gramble. But he has Quick Claw. Hold on. Do I have to double the Gramble here? I think I might have to double it. I think I might double the Gramble anyways, though, because I think I have to double the Gramble because obviously I have to double it because of Quick Claw. But slaking 4 though is kind of weird. Well, slaking 4 just doesn't do anything to Entei, so I just have to keep Entei healthy. So what's... Right, that was Gramble. I just want to double check. Gramble 1 does not have Earthquake, or does not have Rock Slide, and Gramble 4 does not have Rock Slide, okay. So Gramble, it has to be Gramble 3 and slaking 4. So that's Lum and Quick Claw. So with Reflect, Gramble 3 Earthquake's doing 50%. I mean, a Flamethrower KOs. And then, I guess I'm just Psychicking something in the back. Let's see. I think... Yeah, I don't think swapping out for Raichu does anything. I was a little... No, yeah. I think keeping Raichu healthy for slaking is just the better play. Okay. So I guess I Flamethrower and Psychic. I don't... That feels like the basic play, but I think that's the right play. I definitely want guaranteed damage on something in the back. And... I don't want to just risk a miss. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I think that's the play. No, yeah, Mash would be better than Psychic in terms of damage, but I'm just worried about a Ghost type. Well, if it's a Ghost type, it would, if it was Gengar, it would just get rocked by the Psychic. And if it's Dusclops, that would be kind of annoying. But I do have Bite with Entei, so I mean that's fine. No, Dusclops isn't that frail. Plus Psychic could lower its special defense. So even if it was a Dusclops, Psychic could lower its special defense, and then Bite would do better for Entei. And no matter what it is, if it lowers the special defense, that's better for Entei and Raichu for Thunderbolt. Okay, we're just hoping for no Quick Claw. And if there is a Quick Claw, we're hoping for no, we're hoping for Bright Powder. Let's see. No Quick Claw, and if there is, if we get a Bright Powder. Oh my gosh, dude. It's always Quick Claw, dude. It's always Quick Claw. Oh my gosh. Oh, man. Yeah, seriously, dude. Reflect. Oh, my word. Are you kidding me? Oh, man. Dude. I mean, what is this game? Are you kidding me? Dude, imagine if this was Slaking 3 and it was just going for, you know, Choice Band Earthquakes under this Latias. Oh my gosh, dude. Alright, hold on. Let's look at what this Latias could be. So, that was Quick Claw, Gramble, and Lumberry Slaking. That is freaking ridiculous. So it's not Latias 1, which has the most HP, which is cool. I guess, I mean... and it's not Latias 2. It's not Latias 1 or 2. And it's no phrase. Gramble had Quick Claw. None of the Latiases have something like that. It's not Latias 6 because Slaking 4 has a 2 move. So it's not Latias 1, 2, or 6. So it's 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Okay, the one with Recover would be horrible. 5 would be pretty bad. 7 would be bad for Earthquake. 8 would be bad for Earthquake. Does it even... Oh, it does see a kill on Entei, I guess. So 7 and 8 are absolutely horrible. 5 is pretty horrible. 4 is annoying, but not the worst. 3, I guess, also has Earthquake. Literally all of them are bad. Literally all of them are bad. So how much health is it? I mean, it sees a kill on Entei for sure. 62. If it's Latias 3, it always sees a kill with Dragon Claw. Is there any Latias that doesn't actually see a kill on Entei though? Because that could actually matter. What about Latias? Actually, would Latias 4 be the worst? Okay, there are some rolls on Latias 4 that do not see a kill on Entei. And Slaking 4, there are some rolls that do not see a kill on Entei. So I think, gosh, are we really hoping for Latias 4 with leftovers? Maybe. Latias 6 always sees a kill, and then Latias, oh, it can't be Latias 6. It can be Latias 5, which always sees a kill. Latias 7. Whoa, wait a second. Latias 7 never sees a kill because of Reflect. Oh, snap. Oh my gosh, Latias 7 would be kind of sweet. What was Latias 8? Latias 8 always sees a kill. So Latias 7 never sees a kill on Entei with Earthquake. How much is Bite doing? Bite was doing... I mean, Bite against like a no-bulk Latias is doing 38 to 45. And then how much is Raichu doing? Pitiful. How much is... Okay, we're actually doing big damage with Endure. Or with Reversal. So honestly, if we bite T-Bolt, maybe we have a shot here. If we bite T-Bolt, we might have a shot. I mean, I think that's always the play, and we just watch for damage and just try to see which like Latias or Slaking this is. Oh my gosh, dude! If I can get this Lati, oh my gosh, dude. I mean, here's the thing. It's not Latias 1. It's not Latias 1, which has Lumberry. So, Entei Bite always has a chance to flinch. And then Raichu could potentially get a T-Bolt Para. And then I just have to try to win it with Endure stuff. And I think there's a chance. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to think, what was I thinking about putting in the back? Okay, Shuckle would have been horrible here. I would have to win with Sandstorm and Flash. Whiscash would have been absolutely horrible here. I would have had to win with Rock Slide. Although I have Amnesia. So that actually might have been possible. But it probably would have been bad. Unironically favorite streamer. Wow. That is a huge compliment. Thank you, Nova. Although I also might unironically be like the only streamer you watched, so then let's see. Hold on 1 second. Before I do this, I gotta get my dog. Okay. Dog for luck. Consult with Doggo. Okay. It's T-Bolt Bite. It's always T-Bolt Bite. I don't care what's like. There's no point in calking or carrying whatever. Thanks, Nooblet. There's no point in calcing or carrying whatever Slaking's doing. I have to T-Bolt. Do T-Bolt bite crit? Holy crap. Okay, so I have 62 with Entei. No para. Shadow Ball, Shadow Ball. Wait. That's Laya 7. That's Laya 7. Oh my gosh. Dude, it was Laya 7. It was Laya 7. Oh my gosh. Dude. Wait. Dude. Wait. It was Laya 7. Hold on. With Reflect. Okay. With Reflect, Earthquake is never killing Raichu. With Reflect, Earthquake is never killing Raichu. Earthquake is now always guaranteed to kill Entei, so it's gonna go for Earthquake. I have to go for the same play. It's gonna go for Earthquake. I have to go for the T-Bolt, and then right, because and how many turns of Reflect do I have? I guess it doesn't really matter because I've just done Reflect, Flamethrower, Bite, yeah. But Raichu 2. Oh, geez. It is max defense, Lottie, though. Oh, man. That's really annoying. I still do more with Thunderbolt right now. And it's gonna put me real low, but the problem is the next turn I'm just gonna have to endure and give the Lottie more healing and then go for the kill because Slaking's gonna attack me. No, I think Lottie 4... No. Lottie 4 always saw a kill with Mist Ball, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Lottie 4 always saw a kill with Mist Ball. On Entei. Well, okay, hold on, you're right. So technically it could be Lottie 4. But even if it was Lottie 4, actually... Yeah, we did say sometimes it was a roll, you're right. But I think either way my play is the same, to just bite and T-Bolt. Although, I guess we could look at the damage. Because it has... That Lottie has less defense. And less HP. I felt like it didn't... So with Leftovers, it puts it at like 40, so that means I probably did like 46. Something like that. Which Bite is doing 31 to 36 on Lottie 7. And Raichu 2 is doing 11, like basically 12 to 14. 11 to 13. So 12 plus Entei's like 30, like let's say 33. That's doing like 47, puts it to 40, versus Lottie 4. And Lottie 4 always sees a kill with Mist Ball and Entei right now anyways. So that doesn't really matter. It just matters for the Raichu the next turn. Which we'll see if it goes for Earthquake or Mist Ball, which I don't think it really matters. But Bite's doing 36 on average. Plus Raichu's doing on average 13, so that's doing more like 50 on average. I guess it could be kind of either one. I don't think it changes the play at all, though. I think we Bite crit or Bite flinch. Bite crit or Bite flinch. I think we can get it. Bite, crit, crit or flinch? What do we think? Do we think it's going to crit or flinch? Crit or flinch? But I guess the other problem is that Slaking always sees a kill on Entei now. So Slaking's going to T-Bolt Entei this turn. Guaranteed. So I guess that doesn't really matter. Except then the T-Bolt would target Raichu. So it kind of matters, but... Oh, right. This turn he's truant. There's this turn he's truant. You're right. You're right. This turn he's truant. Yeah, this turn he's truant. Entei went first. Is that good luck? Sly has 7. It's okay. It's okay. Dude, the fact that Raichu lives that. Dude. This is going to be really close. This is going to be really close. I do 26 to 31. I do 26 to 31. Dude. Dude. I do 26 to 31. I do 26 to 31. Oh my gosh, dude. Don't want to misclick. Don't want to misclick. Yeah! Oh my gosh. Dude. Dude. I always reversal, right? I always reversal. I always reversal, right? Slaking has Lumberry. I always reversal. Yeah. I do have Lumberry, Logan. I do have Lumberry, Logan. I do have Lumberry. I'm not slower. I'm not slower. I have... I'm 152. I'm 152. I'm not slower. Dude. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Dude, new PB. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Dude. Raichu 2. Raichu 2. Oh my gosh. Literally, like, I mean, that was like, that Lottie was at like 26 HP or 27. Like, that was a, I don't know where it goes from red to yellow. I don't know where it goes from red to yellow. How do I not know that? Oh my gosh. Dude. That was crazy. Raichu 2. Oh my gosh. I still think it's worth a Lottie. I mean, it's a Lottie. I still think it's probably worth it. Because here's why. Here's why it's worth it. Yeah, Lottie can't really click EQ, which is kind of annoying. Intimidate Gramble is a potential option because it does intimidate those ground types, but I also have Reflect Entei, so it kind of feels worthless. Well, I mean, we'll also see the next trainer. Double-Edged Gramble is interesting. Here's why I like Lottie, though. Lottie can switch into EQs. And, like, for example, if I face a Mon with EQ that's faster than, well, I guess it would have to be faster than Metagross. Yeah. No, but, like, if I face a Mon that's faster than Metagross and can kill it with Earthquake, like, I can do something where I swap out Metagross for Lottie, then, or even, like, right there, right? So, like, right in that play where the Gramble Quick Clawed, like, I had an extremely safe play to switch in Lottie if I had Lottie in the back, right? So, I feel like having a ground resist is kind of worth it. Because it's like, the Lottie, even though the fact that it's probably not doing a ton of damage, like, I think I have a lot of damage in Metagross and Entei, and I can just kind of pivot with the Lottie if I need to. I mean, Swagger can also kind of save games. I mean, Endure can save games, too. Yeah, but here's the other big thing. Here's actually the biggest thing, I think, is if I take this Lottie, then I don't have to face another Latias. So if I take this Latias, then, I mean, this battle is not going to be a Latias, but every battles 3 through 7, there's guaranteed not to be a Latias. And actually, I kind of wonder how does Lottie 7... I mean, Lottie 7 has HP, and I have no attack, I guess. But, like, I guess I kind of get rocked against Latios. Actually, no. I have a 53 per... So, like, so that's the other cool thing, is this Lottie is actually decent against Latios. This Lottie is actually decent against Latios. That's huge. Let's just see what the next trainer is, but I'm very likely swapping. Okay, no type. High risk. I mean, here's the thing. I mean, I love that Raichu has Endure, but I like, the only reason I picked that Raichu in the draft was because it was a normal type trainer, and I knew I had guaranteed, like, reversal damage on stuff, and I was specifically extremely scared of Slaking, which it countered. So that Raichu was like a hard counter that Slaking. I don't think this Raichu is going to work in other battles. Yes, I absolutely would like to swap. Raichu, you did your job. You absolutely did your job. Hey, new PB. We can be proud of new PB, at the very least. Slaking 4 in the back? No. Definitely Latias. Oh, man. That's good. That's good, Nova. She needed to hear about that. Hiker Corey. Look at that. Another earthquake mon. So this is interesting. This is scary and interesting. Oh, I literally just typed in my team. What am I doing? Okay, Venusaur and Golem. Michael Duck, Golem. Okay, so it's high risk, which means it could be any Golem, but it's likely to be Golem 4. I don't think it really matters. It's likely to be Venusaur 3, but Venusaur 3 is not going to Earthquake because it's. I don't think Venusaur 3 would Earthquake. Do I really care if it's Venusaur 1, 2, or 4? I guess Venusaur 2 with Double Team would kind of be annoying. Venusaur 1 just straight up loses to Lottie, so that's fine. Venusaur 4 is probably fine. I think Lottie can just beat that. And Lottie can probably beat Venusaur 3 too. I think it's just Venusaur 2 that's kind of annoying. 3 of the Golems have Quick Claw, which is really annoying. I'm curious what Entei does to Venu, because you have a really good chance to KO. I would hate to get slept. The problem is... Okay, no, I gotta take Reflect off. Golem sees a 50% chance of a KO there, and it does not see a kill. Oh, and that's Adamant. So Golem never sees a kill? Golem 3 and 4? Oh, wow. Oh, interesting. Interesting. And Mash straight up KOs Golem. I mean, I feel like my play is swap Entei into Lottie and Mash to cover for Quick Claw junk. And if it's... And Venusaur does not outspeed. Venusaur... Yeah, Metagross outspeeds Venu by 2. Oh, that's huge. It's not real. Yeah, I've tried to just hope for no Quick Claw EQs, and we saw how it worked against the Granbull. Yeah, I don't. That's what I didn't know is whether Venu is counted as a poison or a grass. But I mean, even so, I don't think that really makes changes my play. I guess because, well, I guess it could change my play, but Golem. I mean, Golem Rock Slide, Golem Rock Tomb, Golem 1, Rock Quick Claw Rock Tomb and Entei would be really annoying. So that also, I'm fine with Lottie taking. Rock Tomb would be, I mean, it would do 50%. I don't want to take that damage on Entei. 3 IV Lottie 7 is taking only 23%. So, I mean, that's fine. It would be sick if this Metagross had Earthquake. Oh my gosh, can you imagine? But the fact that Mash KOs, all I would be doing extra is going for Venusaur. Venusaur is poison type. Golem won't EQ. You know, here's the thing. I know the whole AI. Yeah, I've heard of the AI stuff where they see their partner as a single type and they won't. You know, I know what you're talking about. I haven't like actually looked at it, but like, if you're telling me it sees Venusaur as a poison type, which then means it's never going to EQ, and it EQs, I mean, you'd have to like sub for a year or something like that. Yeah, that's true. You're probably very familiar with it. Okay, if it's never going to EQ, then Flamethrower Mash is the play. I mean, the other thing... But again, even if it's not going to EQ, is switching in Lottie the better play? Because I could get Quick Claw Rock Tombed. I could get... I guess there's always a chance of Quick Claw Boom. Well, that wouldn't kill Metagross, though. So I guess I don't really care about that. But it would save Entei. It would save Entei. If it's not going to EQ, that actually makes Quick Claw Boom more likely, too. So it could Rock Slide or Double Edge. But against... Against Entei, it's going to... I guess Double Edge. Well, it could do either one. Oh no, he'll boom it. He could totally boom at full HP. Oh yeah, they just have a low chance of doing it. No, I've seen Quick Claw booms for sure. Right off turn 1. Yeah, it's really annoying. The only thing is I think they will never boom if they're the very last Pokemon. That's why Metagross is amazing. Steel types in general, just to eat those booms. Or Ghost. That's why Gengar's amazing. Immune to EQ, immune to Boom. I mean... Oh, man. If you're really telling me it's never going to Earthquake, do I, like... I mean, I guess I trust you. If you're really telling me it's never going to Earthquake. Then I might as well get rid of the Venusaur. I mean, I'm trusting you here, hardcore. Let's assume that swap is the play. Is there any penalty to using Mash Flamethrower? What do you mean? Like, I guess... So, I mean... Okay, then I guess I'll just Flamethrower. I mean, even if it EQs, it would EQ something in the back. Which choice has the lesser consequences if you choose wrong? Oh, swap has the less consequences, for sure. I mean, I guess technically if I don't target Venu, Venu can sleep, which actually is kind of scary. Because... Two of the Venus have sleep. The most, and one of them is on the high risk, high return Venu, which is the most likely Venu. So technically, I mean, sleep could be a real problem. And I do like to favor offensive plays over defensive plays in doubles. Yeah, I mean, if he slept Lottie, I wouldn't really care though, because the only Venusaur I'm scared of is Venusaur 2, and that one doesn't have sleep powder. So if it was Venusaur 1 or 3, I would just be able to eat hits until I kill it, probably. All right, let's see it. That's Entei. That's a good dog. Oh, and we hit the mash. We hit the mash. Critical hit. Metagross. You're insane. I mean, T-Punch and Bite. And I guess we'll just see what the Starmie does. Thunderbolt, and it's faster than Entei. That's good info. Bite does about 75. So it Thunderbolted. I still think I'm gonna keep Lottie, but I'm just kind of curious. Oh man. Okay. That was a much less stressful battle. I mean, yeah, I'm really glad that Venu was. I guess it really meant we really didn't find out because it was slower, but yeah, the fact that Venu counts as a poison is huge. Oh my gosh. I mean, I can't get Quick Claw EQ'd every battle. With this lead, that would just be mean. Let me look at the Starmies though. I don't think I'm gonna swap. You never know based on the next trainer, so you always want to like keep your options open, because there's been times when I've like just kind of shrugged off a mon, like, oh, I'm never picking up that mon, it doesn't work on my squad. But then the next matchup happens to be like absolutely horrible for my team, and that one mon might be a counter for it. Like, I mean, if I was facing like a fire trainer, I don't know that I would take the Starmie anyways, but I'm just kind of curious. So I had T-Bolt, which means it would have to be Starmie 3, 4, or 8. Yeah, that's within. Okay, 3, 4, or 8. They all have the same IVs, yeah. So I don't really get anything from that. Golem was likely Quick Claw. Venusaur was likely Scope Lens, but yeah, it was very likely Scope Lens Venu. Which means, and it could have been any Golem, but that still doesn't really help us. There's a very small chance it was Golem 4 and Venu 4, which means it couldn't be Lumberry Starmie. It would have to be Starmie 8. So technically Starmie 8 is slightly more, slightly higher percent chance. But oh, I didn't do the phrase yet. I was just looking at Starmie before I forgot. Yeah, they all have similar bulk. That phrase was high risk, but I haven't done the next phrase yet. And I guess they're all modest too. 3, 4, okay. So we don't really know what Starmie it is, but I still think Lottie's probably the play. Let's see what this. I mean, it's no clear type. That's usually when you would make a hard swap. I usually wouldn't make a hard swap based on the phrase alone. The phrase is more so for after figuring out, like what the current mons on the field are. Yeah, no type, high risk. So same thing. No type style 4. Let's see. Well, I mean, we're not taking the Star Army, especially when we don't know what it is, and we have the ground resist with Lottie, so I mean that's huge. No, we're not gonna swap. Not Golem or Venu are not worth it. Star Army is a little bit interesting because it's faster than Entei and it can surf and T-Bolt. But I kind of like 31 IV Entei. 31 IV Entei with Bite and King's Rock and double team stuff is kind of cool. Yeah, we're just gonna hold. I've learned that trusting your team is a big thing. And if you kind of like the way they're working, just keep it up. And if I took Starmie over Entei, I would be double weak. I'd have literally 3 psychic types. I'd have no ghost resist. I mean, not that I have one now, but Entei has Bite. Oh, man. This is tricky. This is still kind of tricky. I mean, obviously, I'd love to see that Fortress. That is just, oh my gosh. But Fortress can have Protect. And it can have Boom. And Regirock would probably not die to a Boom, which would be annoying. Fortress has let's see. Hold on. So, Fortress has all high risk moves. So, but 2 of them have Fortress 2 and Fortress 4 have 2 high risk moves, which means it could technically be any Regirock, but it's still a little bit more likely to be Regirock 1, 2, 5, or 6. So it's less likely to be Regirock 3 or 4. Yeah, all the Regirocks, I mean, there's, none of the Regirocks have defense investment. Most of them have just HP. Actually, some of them have special defense, some of them have attack. I guess we'll focus on the attack ones, because special defense doesn't really matter. So, like, if it was Regirock, I guess 1 would be kind of annoying. It's annoying that they both have an option, because they're high risk, they both have which high-risk moves are going to be Boom. They literally both have a chance to Boom, and they both resist Boom, which is actually really annoying. So that makes me want to just Flamethrower the Fortress. But let's say it was Regirock 1. I guess since Fortress has an option to Protect, would it be better to just double the Regirock? Well, yeah, MASH is doing 59 to 70. Earthquake's doing 50 to 60. So 60. And Bite's only doing 20. I would just probably go for a double MASH. But I mean, how many fortresses have? Only Fortress 2 has Protect, although that is one of them that's double high risk. Let's see. Fortress could have Focus Band, but it could get burned, which is fine. Explodium, the rarest compound. Not in factory. Let's see, there's no reason to double Regirock. There's no reason to swap to Lottie, I don't think. They don't see kill, like, so, like, Fortress is never clicking EQ. But I guess would Regirock click EQ? It doesn't see a kill, though. So even if it saw it as bug, I guess if it sees it as steal, it would never EQ. If it sees it as bug, it might if it saw a kill, but it never sees a kill. The issue is it could start cursing. Regirock 3, that would be kind of annoying. Also, Regirock 2 can counter. That's actually something I have to... Actually, that actually makes me want a Psychic. Hold on. He can counter here. But Psychic into Mash, 41 plus 59, the two lowest rolls, are guaranteed to KO. Yeah, I really got to worry about counter. That would be a dumb way to lose Metagross. Because they really like clicking counter the first turn, it seems, too. Now, if it's one of the... If it's Regirock 6, he really can't do anything to Metagross anyways, so there's really no downside in Psychic Beam. If it's Regirock 3 and he has Curse, then that would be really frustrating to... that would be really annoying, going for Psychic. Because then I wouldn't... If it's Regirock 3, Psychic would only do 32 and to 38. And I wouldn't have a guaranteed mash, but I guess if I doubled up with Entei, I would have a guaranteed mash into like Bite or something like that. Yeah, counter is annoying, but they do love clicking counter in Mirror Code. Turn 1. So I definitely think Psychic and Flamethrower is the play here. I don't think there's any reason to swap in Lottie. I don't think they're EQing. And I have good damage right here. I don't think Reflect is ever the play. I mean... yeah, because Reflect would be the play if Entei didn't have a guaranteed KO. But I have a guaranteed KO on Fortress right now. I mean, and if it protects, it protects. That's fine. No protect. Huge. I guess I could have, like, mashed or psychicked them on the back, but I need damage on this Regirock. I mean, I guess Lottie has Earthquake, thankfully, but it's not going to do much. Oh, boy. Thank goodness we have Ice Punch. Thank goodness we have Ice Punch. Metagross is extremely useful right here. Look at that counter. Look at that counter. Oh, I would have had no Ice Punch, and this Salamence would have just been a menace. Dude. Oh my gosh. See, I was literally about to mash too. I was literally about to mash, and I was just like, oh, wait a second. Oh my gosh. Dude. Oh my goodness. It's not EQ meta. Yeah, unfortunately. It's I have Latias 7 in the back. This is what I have in the back. Leftovers Lottie with max HP, max defense, and Earthquake Shadow Ball, Swagger Psycho. So it's kind of interesting because if I did take Immense, honestly, Immense over Lottie might be the play. That's going to be an interesting call. And we'll get info on what this Mence is because it's going to be faster than Metagross. But Mence over Lottie very well could be a play. Intimidate. Yeah. Okay. So, because it's counter, Regirock, It has Earthquake, Rock Slide, Counter, Explosion, and it has Quick Claw. I mean, if a Quick Claw booms, they lose the game. If it Quick Claw Rock Slides, that's kind of annoying. If it's actually, it's extremely likely to Earthquake right now. It's extremely likely to Earthquake. So I think I actually Reflect an Ice Punch. Because, I think I Reflect an Ice Punch. Because, I could swap to Lottie, but I really just want to save health on Metagross. So, if I Reflect... Oh, sorry, not if I get Reflect. If I get Reflect, it's only doing 33 to 40, so it can't 2-hit KO me. But because Mence is next to it, it's very, very likely to Earthquake. But I could just mash it. And then, like, what is Mence? I guess Mence can have Flamethrower, though. Mence can have Flamethrower. We don't know anything about the Fortress except that it didn't click Protect. And it can't be Quick Claw Fortress. And since it's two high-risk moves on Regirock, and Fortress has all high-risk moves, that doesn't really tell us anything. Why no Lottie swap? The no Lottie swap would be because if like there's some weird Salamence sets with like King's Rock and stuff like that. So basically or there's a Salamence with Endure or Protect. So if for some reason Salamence lives this turn, and Regirock gets an EQ off, then it would do 50% of Metagross unless I Reflect. So if I just swap the Lottie, I mean, I would save health on Entei, but Entei's kind of useless at this point. I guess the only other thing I guess I could bite the Regirock. I guess I could bite and Psychic the Regirock. Maybe that's a better play. How much does bite do? Because surely I can take on Salamence with... Well, let me just make sure, in case it is... surely Entei can take on Salamence, but let me just check. So Bite does guaranteed 34 damage to Regirock. Well, it's about 20%. And Metagross does 41. So 41, 41, 82. So that's guaranteed with Psychic. So Psychic Bite would actually guarantee it against Regirock versus risking a Mash Miss. That might, because really Regirock is where the scariness is. But like, it's also frustrating because, because if Regirock gets a Quick Claw Earthquake and Mence targets, maybe Bite into Mence is the better play then. Because if Regirock gets a Quick Claw Earthquake, it's going to Earthquake. It's 100% going to Earthquake right here. So if Regirock gets a Quick Claw Earthquake, and Mence, it's like Mence 7 or 8 with Flamethrower, and they target the Metagross, I'd probably die. Yeah, Flamethrower does 70 to 80. But those are the only Mences that are scary for Metagross. Well, I guess there's Mences with Earthquake. So like Mence, I guess Mence 3 with Endure could be kind of scary too. Because I have to Shadow Ball with Lottie. So like 3 IV Lottie, like how is like 3 IV Lottie 7? How do I do against Mate Salamence? I do outspeed this one, but I don't outspeed Salamence 7. It has Dragon Claw. It can just rip me. That's so scary. So Salamence 7 and 8 have flamethrower. Oh wait, but what were the items again? Fortress, we have no idea. Red Rock's Quick Claw. None of the Salamances have Quick Claw. But that means Fortress is either Focus Band or Lumberry, so it's very likely... it's 2/3 chance to be Focus Band. And it didn't protect, which means this Mence could just be anything. How do I do against the Regirock? Lottie 7 against Regirock. Oh, 2. I mean, it's not going to boom. And Rockslide's doing, even if we got 1v1, and Rockslide's doing 15 to 17, and it could counter, but I would slowly kill it with like Shadow Balls and Earthquakes, I guess. And I have leftovers too. So Lottie can take on Regirock. I just need to get rid of this Mence. Oh man. So Entei, what's Entei's best play? Is it biting Mence? Or is it, I guess if the scariest thing so Quick Claw's a 20% chance. And Salamence has Salamence is never Earthquaking. But Salamence has Flamethrower 2 out of 8 sets. So it's also a 25% chance to have Flamethrower. So that's basically like a 5% chance. I mean, that's also assuming that he targets Metagross. So that's like a 5% chance. He goes Flamethrower and Quick Claw, Earthquake. But if he goes Quick Claw, the only way I could counter play that is bite into Salamence with a flinch. But if 80% of the time, if it's not getting Earthquake. Well, if I'm planning on Lottie just 1v1ing the Regirock, then I just need to get rid of Mence in the best way possible. And in that case, biting Mence is always the play. Because how much does bite into Mence do? But if I double the Mence and like protects, that'd be really annoying when I could just double the Regirock. But I just feel like Mence, I have to get rid of this Mence with the Ice Punch. Yeah, I mean, okay, so Reflect is... I guess if it's not... The only way I would not kill Mence... So the only way I would not kill Mence is if it goes for Protect, or Endure, or it targets... Or it's Mence 7 or 8 with Flamethrower, and it targets... Metagross. Or I guess it could like headbutt Metagross or something stupid. But so if Regirock gets a Quick Claw, then if Mence protects, that one has Double Edge and Crunch. How much does Crunch do to Metagross? That's just 31 to 36. But that's that's 3 IV. I gotta watch out when I do that. Metagross 6, 30. That's only doing okay. So it's doing like 25. I do have Bright Powder with Metagross, which hopefully should come in handy sometime. They won't boom as they don't have any other mons in the back. But won't they? Couldn't they still boom because they have a partner, or no? And even if they don't boom, I still think it's Mence. That's the scary one. So if Mence protects, that's fine. I would just Ice Punch it. But I guess if I reflected, If it does protect, then if it gets a quick claw, earthquake, crunch the next turn, I would die. Unless I reflected turn 1. And reflect actually does. Yeah. It's annoying because the Reggie is just going to continue to earthquake. Reggie is going to keep earthquaking. I could literally just take out Reggie right here. But if it's, I guess if it's, you know, if I take out Reggie right here, like let's say it is Salmon 7 or 8, and it doesn't get quick off, and it takes out, or it wouldn't take out Metagross, it would hit it with Flamethrower. So then let's say it's Salaman's 8, which is probably the scarier one. How much is Entei doing? 26 to 31 with Bite. Oh, more with Flamethrower, actually. And it doesn't 2-hit KO with Dragon Claw, so I would probably be able to kill it with... I would probably be able to kill it. The other thing is Salamence could have Bright Powder. And then I would just be eating an EQ for nothing. There are Salamances with Bright Powder. It'd be dumb to just not take out the Reggie right here with Psychic and Bite. Oh man. I could take out the Reggie. But again, if it Quick Claw EQs... Oh my gosh, wait, I guess... Am I just focusing too much on the Quick Claw? I know it's Quick Claw, though. Or do I go with the mid-ground play of Ice Punch, and then in case it's Bright Powder, or Protect, or Endure, then I Bite the Reggie. Because then I can always just Psychic the Reggie the next turn anyways. Because Bite and Ice Punch, if Salamence... Well, I guess it could still be worth it. I think... So pretty much 80% of the time, I will... If I target the Reggie, 80% of the time I'll win. If I target the Mence, it's trickier. But even if it Quick Claws, I could still win. I wonder if I would need that Bite damage, though. How much is Reggie doing with Earthquake into Entei? Regirock 3. No, Regirock 2. He's not even 2-hit KOing Entei. Well, it's with Reflect. He's doing 57 to 68. Really, Entei could go down, but I don't really care. And he's doing 50 to 59. So even if he got a Quick Claw, if I reflected, then the next turn he will not kill me. Even if he got a Quick Claw, the next turn he would not kill me. But again, I could just take him out, and then that wouldn't even be a concern. So if it's Quick Claw, any Flamethrowers, the only play is to Bite Mence. If he Quick Claws And he... So if he quick claws any flamethrowers, he only plays the bite mets. If he quick claws... If he doesn't quick claw... Or hope for a bright powder miss. I think... You could take a KO either way. But the KOing Regirock is virtually guaranteed. If think about this. If this is so tough. Mence Regirock. It had to be a Mence. It had to be an EQ immune mon. It'll be tough to take out Mence if I don't Ice Punch it. I think I might need to make the mid-ground play of Ice Punch and then bite into Regirock. Oh, is that... I might need to make that play. I think I Ice Punch Mence, and I... Oh, man. I just don't know what it is. Well, I know, but Lottie just doesn't do that much. And like, so damage into Regirock with Lottie doesn't matter. Damage into Mence always matters for Lottie. So in that sense, I kind of want to just double the Mence with Ice Punch Bite. I think that's the better play. Because damage into Mence is always good. Damage into Regirock does not matter. Oh my gosh, it was Bright Powder. Oh, jeez. Gosh. Actually, that was kind of silly. Oh, man. It's Bright Powder. Hold on. So we know it's Bright Powder Mence. So we know it's Mence 4 or 5. We can actually maybe... Oh, jeez. This is scary now. Gosh, dang it. So Mence 4 sees a guaranteed kill with the Earthquake, so I think he's going to Earthquake. So Metagross is for sure. Wait, does he just kill his own Regirock then though? Wait, if he... Or is he never Earthquaking, even though he sees the kills? Because... he would do 41 to 48 to Regirock. And then... So I think I Ice Punch the Mence, and I bite the Regirock. Oh man, maybe I should have just gone for the guaranteed kill on Reggie. Gosh, that's so annoying. So, but if it's Salaman's 5... He might go for Dragon Dance. But I think that's okay. We would just kill him. Oh man. Gosh, why didn't I take that guaranteed kill? Maybe that was silly. That might have been silly. Gosh, dang it. It had to be Bright Powder. I think I Ice Punch the Salamence and bite the Regirock. Ice Punch the Salamence and bite the Regirock. Does that make sense? I guess I could get another flinch though. But if he's earthquaking, he's killing his own Regirock. Potentially. I guess if it's Regirock, I guess he's doing 34 to 40. If I bite, it very well could kill the Regirock, yeah. I don't think he's going to Earthquake, but he could, I guess. Why don't we kill the Reggie? The guaranteed EQ. So here's my thought. My thought is, if Regirock gets a Quick Claw Earthquake, we are screwed unless Metagross gets a Bright Powder. If yeah, maybe we do just get the guaranteed kill. The problem is, here's the problem. Here's the problem with taking out the Regirock. Is Regirock being alive is actually right now, Regirock being alive is a counter for Earthquake. So like basically Salamence Earthquake would get a double KO right here. But, which I guess I could reflect. That actually might be a play. Because Salamence Earthquake would get a double KO right here. However, it will not get a KO if see that's an interesting play. It will not get a KO if or sorry, he would KO his own Regirock if I bite the Regirock. So Salamence is going to do like 40% to Regirock, and bite does 20. So if I bite the Regirock, if the Salamence goes for EQ somehow, I don't think it I think it's highly discouraged because Regirock is weak to Earthquake. But but if it sees a double KO, I don't know why it wouldn't do that. I think, yeah, if it sees KOs, I feel like it's still gonna go for that. But I'm not 100% sure. But I guess the interesting thing is if I do reflect, then how much so then Metagross 6 would live an Earthquake, I think. He would do maximum 64 damage. And I have 71. So he would do maximum 64 damage. Entei would do minimum 74. I would die with Entei. But Reflect guarantee lets Metagross live. But then, if he goes for Dragon Dance, that still just helps Lottie in the back. Well, I guess that's assuming I just don't kill again. Like, yeah, that's the thing, is if he Dragon Dances, and I take out the Regirock right now, the next turn he's going to get a double EQ kill, and then Lottie's going to have to face a Dragon Dance Salamence. So I 100% have to get the Salamence with Ice Punch right now. I have to lock that play in. Because I cannot take the risk that it just Dragon Dances and then double KOs me. So now the question is, do I bite the Reggie to make sure that the Mence kills it? Or do I bite the Mence? But like if Mence, I guess that's the weird thing, is if it's, since it's Mence 4 or 5. Well, if it's Mence 4, I think he sees a KO on Entei. So Mence 5 does not see a KO, but Mence 4 does see a KO. No, wait. Oh, that's with Reflect. Oh, he wouldn't. Well, it wouldn't matter though. Do I straight up just double team with Entei right here? Do I straight up just double team? I guess but I guess the only thing about going for Bite into Regirock is that on the chance that he literally gets another Bright Powder miss. And it's, yeah, but if I kill him, then he might just Earthquake the next turn. How is Mence 4 doing against Lottie? Shadow Ball's doing 18 to 21, and Double Edge is doing 39 to 46. But he would just start Dragon Dancing until he can get the KO. He would do 3 Dragon Dances. Oh yeah, they both have Dragon Dance. Oh, he's 100% going to Dragon Dance here because he's not faster. I think he's going to go for Dragon Dance. I think he's going to go for Dragon Dance. I almost want to double team with Entei. Is that weird? I almost want to double team with Entei. Or I could Reflect, I guess. I almost want to double team. Well... Okay, maybe I do Bite. Because if I bite the Mence, and Mence flinches, it's a weird scenario, but if I bite the Mence, and it flinches, 30%, and I miss Ice Punch, 10%, and Regirock misses Earthquake on my Bright Powders, Meteor Gross, 10%. That's literally a 0.3% chance. But I don't know what double teaming really does. Because I guess the scenarios are, what I need to figure out is what is the best opportunity for, maybe I do bite. Maybe I do bite the Regirock actually. Because if I bite the Regirock and it flinches, if Salamence Dragon Dances, still the only way it's killing Metagross is Earthquake. And it would have to KO its own Regirock. And then I guess Lottie would just have to swagger and hope for confusion. Which is an option. So I think I do bite the Regirock. Ice Punch the Mence. And I think I bite the Rock. I don't think he's gonna... I don't think he's gonna Earthquake. Unless he does freaking Earthquake. Maybe biting the Mence is better. Just for the damage. It'll only do like 25. That could matter. Or do I Reflect to help Lottie in the back versus the Reggie? Because Reggie will have Quick Claw Rock Slides. keep doing Red Rock Flea. I wonder if he would go for counters, though. Earthquake would do 44, which means he would do 88 to me. Or, well, it could do it. It could do on average 40, which would do on average 80, so that's not going to kill. I guess Bite does guarantee that I would KO with Earthquake. But I guess... Oh my gosh. Why didn't I just take out the stupid Regirock? That would have made this play so much easier. Well, maybe not though, because he would have... Immense would have Earthquaked then. And then it would have been a Dragon Dance Immense. Yeah. I actually needed that flinch. Well, maybe not. No, he would have Dragon Danced, but he wouldn't have got the Earthquake off with Regirock, so I could have done for a Reflect Ice Punch. Yeah, KO in the Regirock was the play. But that's hindsight 2020, whatever. I didn't know what Mensa was. I guess I could try to burn the Mence with Flamethrower. And it has King's Rock. I guess that's an option. That would help Lottie with the burn, because I have leftovers. Oh man, this is so frustrating. Is it just gonna... I mean, I don't know why it wouldn't go for the kills, but it might weirdly try to boost. I guess if it goes for Earthquake, can I still win with Lottie? That's the question. If Mence goes for Earthquake here, I just don't know if it will. Gosh dang it. Okay, I think I feel like I don't know why I want to target the Mets. I think it's just because Regirock does nothing to Lottie really, but I guess it does do 20%. Yeah, I kind of lose. I think Bite and the Mets might be the play. I just can't risk that it goes for Earthquake, and even if it going, wow. I don't know. This is such a marginal decision. The biggest thing is that Metagross needs to get this Ice Punch off. So assuming no Quick Claw, and assuming... I guess the next turn, Salamence is guaranteed going to... I think I have to bite the Regirock, because I need... If it goes for Dragon Dance and then it wants to EQ the next turn, then or something, then yeah. He goes for Double Edge. Okay. Please, Metagross. Please, Metagross. Dude. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank goodness. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, man. So right here, I think I just Earthquake. I think I just Earthquake. A crit kills him. Maximum, he'll do 88 to me. Even if he does 88, he wouldn't even kill me with a rock slide. Yeah, I think I just Earthquake. And Shadow Ball into Earthquake doesn't look like it's guaranteed, so I have to Earthquake. I guess Shadow Ball and Earthquake might have killed. Okay, he does counter. Okay, we just gotta do another Earthquake. Lottie. Oh my gosh. The question is... So it's Salaman's 4. Do I take Salaman's 4 over Lottie? No type. Big Spirit. Okay, no type, no phrase. I take Salaman's 4. I kind of feel like I like the bulk on the Latias as a switch-in, but then again, Salamence does have Intimidate. And Salamence 4 has max HP as well. Let's kind of compare them here on the stats. Okay, maybe can you guys see this? Hold on. Oh, a little bit lower, I guess. Oh, I can't go any lower. Dang. But basically, Salamence is on the right. I mean, Salamence has a ton more attack. It just has a lot less defense. I mean, it has 15 more HP, but it has 86 defense and 86 special defense, versus Lottie has 128 defense and 136 special defense. But with Lottie, the problem is I'm pretty much always Shadow Balling, or maybe Swaggering. Oh, I guess I could have Psych Up the Dragon Dance if he actually went for it too. That's kind of funny. But with Salamence, I can bring it in and then I can go for big aerial aces or double edges. Or Earthquake if I want to. And I can intimidate the, yeah, exactly. It's like I don't have to reflect with Entei. Like if I want to attack with Entei and survive an Earthquake, I can just swap out Metagross. Let me update the text too. Oh man. Okay. Okay. Oh, what should I do? What should I do? I think I kind of want to take Mence. Mence does have a 4x weakness, which is kind of scary. But, like, I literally have Metagross and Entei up front for any ice types. I guess a lot of things have ice type coverage. I guess that's the other annoying thing is the speed. Like, if I do go up against a Latios, a lot of Latioses have Ice Beam, and they would just one-shot Mence. Unless I got a Dragon Dance off. Versus Latias, they're not one-shotting me. And I Speed Tie and Shadow Ball to the KO. I mean, I guess I would have to bite with Entei. Well, and Metagross shouldn't die to Latios. But the problem is against a Latios, if the partner has Earthquake, it's likely going for Earthquake. Which is frustrating. Technically, Latias. Technically, I would not have an electric resist if I swapped for Mence. I would not have an electric resist. The other thing is, if I have to face another Salamence, do I really care? I mean, Metagross will just smack it. Versus if I have to face another Latias, will I care? And Latias isn't that scary either, I guess. Necessarily. Latias or Latios. Latios is just a little bit scary because it hits harder. So with Mence the Intimidate is kind of nice. I mean, I'm mostly scared of special moves with Metagross, but it does help Entei live some, like, normal or ground hits. I do feel like, so Lottie's kind of with Earthquake, Lottie hard counters electric types. They both have Earthquake though. It's just that Salamence takes more damage from them. You know, like if I had, so like, let's say I faced a Jolteon 4. Jolteon 4 likely to hit KO Salamence. So if I tried to switch in for Metagross, that wouldn't necessarily work. Bright Powder versus Leftovers, too. Both good items. Oh, Leftovers Lottie sounds like it might be nice. But yeah, with Intimidate, I could maybe live some more. I mean, Intimidate's basically like a Reflect. I could just swap out Entei and Intimidate. And then that way I don't take damage with Entei from the Earthquake. And I don't have to Reflect. But 116 versus 106 speed is kind of big. Although I guess Lottie... What is Lottie doing? I mean, the Mence might just be better. I guess the Mence is good to deter against Quick Claw Earthquakes too. How does did we ever look at that? How Metagross 31 IV stands up to like a Donphan. Oh yeah, it has a chance, but it's low, and that's probably going to be the strongest ground type. So I really shouldn't be that scared of Quick Claw Earthquakes, because they're all going to 2-hit KO. And I don't know if Intimidate really saves me in that many scenarios. It only saves me against those weaker Earthquake mons, like the Regirock, but it can't even be Intimidated. That's tough. Intim does sound like an upgrade. And being able to actually damage things with Aerial Ace, like do big damage. Problem is, like, what am I really damaging? I do kind of worry about water types, which I guess Lottie would be better against, because water types typically also have ice moves. And Lottie will actually be able to, like let's say I faced a Vaporeon 4, I don't know. And Thunder Punch does 30 to 35. Surf isn't doing much, but like let's say they have another fire type over there. Entei isn't doing that much with Vaporeon. And then Lottie, well, it's Lottie 7, hold on. Lottie is doing 20%. I mean, I guess Ice Beam's a 2-shot. I guess Salamence is doing, even though I am getting 1-shot, I'm actually still doing more damage than Lottie would over time. I guess it would be a 3-hit KO. Lottie would do about the same. The option of Dragon Dance is also kind of cool. Maybe Mence is just worth it though. The 4-hit KO Ice with random coverage is really scary though. But I just don't know. I don't think I'm ever clicking Earthquake with Lottie. It's just Hmm. I could also make some plays where I swap in Salamence and Reflect, so they're double if they're two physical mons, and then I just start Dragon Dancing with Mence, and then just rip through with Earthquakes. Am I gonna get burned by the speeds though? That's what I'm worried about. Speeds and electric types. I basically just wouldn't be able to swap against electric types, which I guess maybe wouldn't be the worst thing, but it is annoying to only be able to just basically be locked into just shadow balling. I actually am really bad against normal types, Lottie, because I have to Earthquake. I think I am going to swap. Yeah, I think Intimidate on... Yeah, they're never going to Ice Beam either of these mons either, so I'm pretty free to switch. Here we go with Mence. The consistent damage, I think, is just worth it. Registeel. Okay. Thanks, Nova. This is no type, no phrase. Did Stream die? No. Oh. My phone freaked out. Okay. So there's no type, no phrase. So we get Sceptile and Registeel. So it's not Registeel 3, which has counter. So I can always hit it. What am I really scared of Registeel doing? I guess double teaming Registeel 5 would be kind of annoying. Do I really care what Sceptile is doing? Sceptile could Leech Seed. It could also Detect. It could Thunder Punch. It's not going to Earthquake because of Registeel. And it could Dragon Claw or Crunch. But how much is Sceptile 4 doing with Crunch? Because Sceptile just gets rocked by Salamence anyways. Ace is guaranteed, even if it double teams. So I think I might double the Registeel if I can kill it, but I might not be able to, so I might just have to target the Sceptile. I don't outspeed with that today, but I do just Oko with Flamethrower, and it's doing 26 to 31. That's fine, as long as the mon in the back can't hit me. And then like Metagross, I mean, it's doing 30% with Crunch. Mash just Okos. I might just go for Mash. So how much? So I guess the Curse Amnesia Registeel could be annoying too. Probably not though, as long as I just smack it. It could actually Registeel 2 could Earthquake. It has Bright Powder. That's actually a really scary one. It's doing 39 to 46. Flamethrower does 66 to 79. But the fact that Metagross, I mean, I can't even do anything, so I'm just gonna have to Flamethrower it again. I mean, I could swap in Mence, but that doesn't really seem worth it. I guess maybe swapping in Mence would be worth it, because I could just ace the Sceptile the next turn. Although I wouldn't really do anything to Registeel. I could just mash the 8th right now, though. Or the Sceptile right now. And KO it. So maybe I just Flamethrower the Registeel and mash the Sceptile. No detect. We hit. No burn. Brush Claw. Okay. We hit the mash. Huge. Muck. Okay. He missed. He went for Registeel. Or he went for Metagross. Oh my gosh. So that is Registeel 4. I think Muck should... I guess there is a Muck with Ice Punch, but I don't think that one's super concerning. Yeah. I think all the other ones would just pretty much just lose to Mence, Intimidate stuff. So I think I'm just going to... That Registeel 4 has lefties. Which means... And the Crush Claw... It's Scope Lens. It doesn't tell us anything about the Muck. Yeah, it could be any Muck. But I think I'll just Psychic the Muck and Flamethrower. I don't see how that thing can go wrong. Dumpster the Reggie here, yeah. And we should Dumpster the Muck too. To be a max special attack. Well, Muck has decent special defense, yeah. Sludge Bomb. That should do, I don't know, what, 40? Yeah. Yeah, and they're just gonna clean this up. We're never swapping for Muck or Registeel or Sceptile. Even though Sceptile does help against waters. Easy battle. Easy battle. Normal. High risk, high return. A lot of double edges. This is where Mence is going to come in handy potentially. And a lot of normal types happen to have Shadow Ball too. Normal high risk. No, even though it's normal, we're not gonna swap for Registeel. Alright. Another freaking Slaking. Okay, there's a couple issues with this lead. Okay. Well, I guess a high risk. There's no high risk Slaking, which means it could be any Slaking. But Milotic has Mirror Coat. Milotic 1 also has Hydro Pump, which I guess is kind of scary. It also has Icy Wind, but I guess, does Milotic 1 see a kill on Entei? Oh man, it does. So I think I have to swap. Entei out for Salamence, which is fine because I get Intimidate off on Slaking. The problem is going to be this Milotic though. How much is Salamence doing to this? Because Salamence is going to be the one to take out this Milotic. Okay, so if it's Milotic 1, we're doing 50 to 58. Milotic 3, we're only doing 45 to 43. Oh, and that's even, I'm 31. I'm not even 31 of these. Oh yeah, Milotic is a big issue here. I guess Blizzard doesn't even KO this, though. That's kind of cool. The problem with Metagross is I don't want to get mirror coated. How much is... I could target the Slake with Metagross, to be honest. Hopefully Milotic goes for mirror coat. I guess we wouldn't really learn anything about it. But then Metagross, I guess we just don't do that much in the Milotic, unfortunately. We do outspeed Milotic, all of them, by 3. I'm a little bit tempted to Thunder Punch. I guess if Slaking Earthquaked, it would just do big damage into Milotic, so that would actually be beneficial. So if we Thunder Punch the Milotic and we do 66, if that mirror coats, it's going to be doing 132 back into me. I have 20 health. Mash does almost the same, though. It's 25. I need to get damage in this Milotic. Milotic also has Recover. Yeah. Well, I guess if I mashed it, and then I bring in Salamence, and I Double Edge, and I mash, that should KO. No, if I Thunder Punch and Double Edge, that should KO. Yeah. That does 56 plus minimum 45. So I think I mash, hope I hit, and then I Thunder Punch and Double Edge with Mence. I think that's the play. Let's mash the Milotic to cover for Mirror Coat. Plus we can just Thunder Punch the next turn. And then we have to bring in Mence in case it's Milo 1 and Hydro Pumps. And we have no idea what Slaking's doing, but we'll see. Oh my gosh, it was. Oh crap. But he's locked into Earthquake. Okay. Oh man. He's locked into Earthquake, so Mence literally just wins against a Slaking. The problem is... Okay, so it used Surf. Hold on, what Milotic is this? So this is Slaking 3, and Milotic... Wait, Milotic didn't get leftovers, did it? So it has to be Milotic 2? Okay, yeah. Which has Focus Band. So maybe I should double the Milotic slot. No leftovers, yeah. So I think I have to double the Milotic slot with Psychic. Because it's a normal type. Oh, yeah. Yes, this is a normal type trainer. And so Slaking will literally EQ... Wait. Okay, maybe I Ice Punch. Because here, I have to cover for Focus Band. So I have to double the Milotic. But if here's the thing. Slaking is going to Earthquake its I pretty much have to swap out. Or no, I can't swap out. I guess I could. No, swapping out doesn't do anything. So I have to. I'm so glad I had Mence here. Otherwise, Metagross would have been dead. I have to double my Milotic to cover for Focus Band. But here's what I'm thinking. It's a normal type in the back. So, if it's like... I guess, what am I scared of? If it's like Dodrio or something weird? Because Metagross is going to die to Entei. But I guess I could technically swap out Salamence to then swap back in to get Intimidate on whatever the last one is. But it has to be a high-risk normal type in the back. Hold on, let's see what it could be. And it can't have Focus Band, and it can't have Choice Band. high risk. And it can't have focus band. And it can't have choice band. Okay, so that leaves us with these mods. Oh wait. Why is Lv50 showing up? Okay, yeah. So that leaves us with all of these mods. So does Dodrio just go down to an ice punch? It does. Okay. Because I'm thinking about a mod, like if it's Dodrio, it wouldn't die to Earthquake, because Slaking is going to Earthquake, whatever this mod is. So that actually helps a ton. So if it's Dodrio 3 or 4, Gonzo. If it's X-Cloud, I don't think that matters. I think X-Cloud 3 or 4. Oh, X-Cloud 3 actually does have Ice Beam, and it speed ties Salamence. So that's actually terrifying. But Thunder Punch would paralyze it. So Thunder Punch is actually maybe a better play then. Gramble, it would intimidate. It does have Ice Punch. So Gramble, wait, not Gramble 2. Yeah, it is. Yeah, Gramble 2. Psychic would do 50 to 60. But how much is Slaking doing? So a Slaking 3 with Earthquake at -1 is doing 56 to 66. And Metagross, oh, I gotta go back to 31 IVs. Metagross 6. Do 50 to 60, so he would kill himself if I Psychicked. Although, I guess, since he's slower than Mence, if I just got some chip, and then Mence got chip, he would kill himself too. So really, I just gotta worry about the mobs that are faster. So, like, Kangaskhan. Oh, I guess there's Quick Claw Gramble, but oh well. Kangaskhan 3. Oh wait, no, not there. Kangaskhan 3. Get chip. But he also can't really do anything to Mence. So that's fine. He would get rocked by Earthquake, and then I would just kill him with Mence. Miltank is not super concerning. Miltank 4 has Milk Drink and Curse and Milking, which is kind of annoying. But I think that's fine. Thunder Punch also is better against thick fat mons like Snorlax. So I think Thunder Punch might be the play here. And then Tauros is faster. Earth Ring's slower, doesn't matter. Tauros is faster and does have Ice Beam on one of its sets, which is really scary. How much does Slaking do to Entei though? At -1. Like what? Because it could potentially do 83 or 82, but Tauros' Ice Beam only does 7 to 9. So if Tauros had Ice Beam, I could actually switch it Entei, and I'd be fine, and I could just Flamethrower it. So I think I Thunder Punch, and I Aerial Ace. Sweet, I didn't get Focus Band. If we get chip on whatever's in the back. Oh crap, it's a Snorlax. That's bad. Well, I guess he will Earthquake himself, though. It's a Leftovers Lax, too. Hold on. So it has to be Lax 1 with Facade, Shadow Ball, Attract, Double Team. Thankfully, I have Aerial Ace. He's going to Earthquake himself. And Snorlax will probably go for Metagross because it sees the kill there too, which actually works out fine. Which means I just get a free Aerial Ace off of the Snorlax. No, not Metagross. I guess I do have to account for Bright Powder Miss. I guess I would go for a Mash into Snorlax for big damage. Yeah, if I do get... or will I just get Psychic for guaranteed? Maybe. So Salamence. 4. Facade's gonna 2-hit KO me. Aerial Ace. Does not. I guess I could Double Edge. Oh, Entei can Reflect too, though. Oh, yeah, Entei can Reflect when it comes in. Oh, that's so big. Because Entei's actually not doing that much damage, so I think I just Ace. So Snorlax is at, like, what's like 85% health. So we'll say, it's at 190. So Salamence with Ace, 8% chance to 3-hit KO after lefties. So all I have to do is Ace. It might start double teaming if it doesn't see a kill though. But I just Ace. I would just bite Ace, I guess. Or would I reflect? Well, I think I Psychic for guaranteed damage then for sure. I could Dragon Dance, but that doesn't really help. Oh, wait a second. No, Dragon Dance does help because it's guaranteed to hit KO after lefties. But if he gets lefties, I guess he'd be at like 16 to 10. He'd be at like 205, which would just be guaranteed free to KO. So I don't think Dragon Dance does it because I can get crits too. So just acing is better, I think. Yeah, that's fine. We knew that was gonna happen. Oh, but he's gonna damage himself with Earthquake too. I totally forgot about that chip. You can crit too, Slaking. Oh, beautiful. Oh, that's beautiful. That's easy Flamethrower Ace. Yep. Oh, Salamence. That's why you need that ground resist. Okay, let's update this. Ground. Slow and steady. Oh my. Good thing we have Salamence. I don't think that... I think we're definitely not swapping. Oh man. Okay. No, we are not taking that Slaking. Or Snorlax. Or who even was the other mod? I don't even remember. Oh, Milotic. I guess Milotic could be interesting against Milotic 2 though. Against ground types. What's annoying is well, let's look at ground slow and steady actually and see who's likely here. So first off, Quagsire is extremely likely, but the Quagsire that's extremely likely only has Ancient Power, which does nothing to Metagross. So that one doesn't really matter. Other mons that are going to be likely are Claydol, Donphan 2, or Donphan 1, which actually doesn't even have Quick Claw, Steelix. So I think all those mons are fine because, I mean, Metagross. I guess Claydol is actually really bad because Claydol 1 is actually kind of annoying because so like with Donphan 1, who's very likely, Ice Punch does 69, so I have to double it with Ice Punch and Flamethrower. But then if it's Claydol 1, I mean, Earthquake's doing 58 to 60. The annoying thing is, it's like, how do I set myself up to win the next battle? Like, do I take Milotic right now over like Entei? Then I don't have speed. But like, it's just good for this battle, and I literally only have 2 more battles. Quagsire I don't care about. Steelix has leftovers, which is fine. But if something's next to Claydol, it's absolutely Earthquaking, so I have to take it out. Whereas I don't know if Claydol would Earthquake, because it doesn't see a kill. I think it would actually Rock Slide. I think Claydol would actually Rock Slide, so I don't think I have to be as scared of the Claydol. And then the next turn, I'm faster, and I can Ice Punch, and I guess I could Ice Punch Bite. Earthquake's still going to do big damage. I guess I could swap Immense for one of them. Bite and swap Immense, or something like that. Save Metagross. I don't know who the other mon is. If it's Steelix, Flamethrower is a guaranteed Oko. So I would just go for that. And then I would Ice Punch the Claydol. I think I'm fine. I don't... Yeah, I guess that's true. Milotic wouldn't be as good against Steelix either. No, I mean, it would be fine, but since it has Surf, it wouldn't... I don't think I could KO it. And it would guarantee getting Earthquake off. I would have to swap. I would have to, like, swap Immense and then Surf, which actually would be a pretty good play. Problem is, Milotic 2 is the only one, I think, without recovery, yeah. Or lefties, which is really annoying. I guess, well, Milotic 1 might not have it either. Surf and Ice Beam are good. I mean, it's got good stats too, HP and special attack. I think... Literally, these are the mons. I guess it could be some other random mon and then random ground types. And if it was a random, like... I don't know what I would do. I guess... It could get tricky. Not swapping. Not swapping could get really tricky. I just love the idea of going in with a 31 IB Entei the next round. I don't know, something feels weird about if I go with Milotic, I'm extremely weak to electric types too. And I think Entei can handle ground types, it's just we're both offensive, and then so I mean no, I think I'm not gonna swap. Because if it's actually those slow and steady ground types, I think I'm fine. I mean Play-Doh's a little bit scary, but okay, this feels like a pretty easy swap and flamethrower. The interesting thing is, does Ninetales have slow and steady moves? I mean, Ninetales is almost guaranteed to do fire move into, yeah, oh, Ninetales is slow and steady, but it's likely Steelix too. Steelix isn't going to Earthquake though, which if it's not Earthquaking, am I really scared of it? I guess Rock Tomb's kind of annoying. Or Dragon Breath Paralysis, plus I have the opportunity to take a free KO. But Ninetales doesn't really do much to Entei. So Ninetales... It's likely 1 or 3. It can't be 4 because that would activate high risk. And it can't be 2 if it's Steelix 2 because that would activate goes with the flow. Meteoros is actually not really that useful here, unfortunately. Here we go, baby. It is that Quagsire. Fire Blast Ninetales too. Okay, so maybe, honestly, depending on, we don't know what Steelix it was, but depending on the Quagsire set, this actually, yeah, every Steelix is the same. But this could be Quagsire 2. I don't know what Steelix is. Fire Blast Ninetales though. That's Ninetales 3, which is 2 slow and steady moves. The thing is, Quagsire is not going to Earthquake with the Ninetales out there. So if it's not Earthquaking, I guess it's Surfing. Oh, I could have Ice Beam. It could be Quag 4 with Ice Beam. That's really annoying. I'd love to get Intimidate off on it too. I mean, Ninetales could very well... This is tricky, because Ninetales could actually very well... Ninetales could very well Fire Blast Salamence again. So Ninetales, but we know it's Ninetales 3 with Bright Powder. So how does Salamence 4 do against that? Ninetales 3. Oh, right, we have Earthquake. We could just Earthquake that. Or Double Edge is doing 79, Aerial Ace is doing 59. What is Entei doing? I guess the issue is, well, this Ninetale could also start attracting. No, it can't attract. It can confuse, which would be very annoying. I wish Entei could just like. I guess I could reflect, but I really want to know what this Quagsire is. Because if it's the Ice Beam Quagsire, that actually kind of does. If it's Quagsire 4, that's actually really troubling. If it's Quagsire 1, basically can't do much to Mets unless it counters. Quagsire 2 can't do much to Metagross. Quagsire 3 can't do much to Mets. And then well, actually Quagsire 3 could be kind of annoying too. But it's not going to Earthquake right now, so that's fine. And then Quagsire 4 is the worst case scenario for sure. Quagsire 4 would be really bad, actually. So Salamence... But I guess if I came back in with Mets, I would just get Ice Beam anyway, so it really doesn't matter. So I might as well just stay in with Mets. Although I guess the Intimidate on the Earthquake, how useful is that? Well, so first off, can Entei KO? So I can either do 79 or 59. Which I guess damage on... Health on Mets doesn't really matter. So I might as well just go for the Double Edge. So yeah, I might as well go for Double Edge and Bite into Ninetales. It is Bright Powder, which is annoying. But Quagsire's not going to Earthquake, but it could Ice Beam this round. Which would be really bad if it... But there's nothing else I can do, really. This is my best opportunity to take out Ninetales for Metagross in the back. So let's say it is Quag 4. Then Entei's... Earthquake's just going to rock the house. Even if I get a Reflect up, I guess, then it's not going to 2 KO, so that's nice. And then Metagross. Oh, I guess Metagross does 2 KO with Psychic. So as long as I get rid of... as long as I get rid of the Ninetales, I'd be okay. So I think I Double Edge, and I Bite. Oh, confuses Entei. I think that's fine. I think that's totally fine. We hit the Double Edge. Let's go, Mets. Oh, baby. Now, which Quag is this? Oh my gosh, he goes for counter. Oh my gosh, it's Quag 1. Oh my goodness. So he doesn't do anything to Mets. He can only Brick Break Mets. Earthquake, Brick Break, counter, Mud Slap. So really, I think I just stay in and start Dragon Dancing. Salamence 4. Well, let's just see how much Brick Break does. Versus Quag 1. Because I don't want to get countered, so I can just Dragon Dance. If I just Dragon Dance twice, or really I need 3 times. Brick Break does nothing. Yeah, I'm fine to just Dragon Dance 3 times. And then, I guess I'll just go for the Flamethrower. I guess I could have swapped out there. It really doesn't matter. Mence is the hero, dude. Mence has been beast. Yeah, the consistent damage on Mence over Lottie has actually been worth it. It actually goes for brick breaking meds. It doesn't want an earthquake. That's funny. Alright, I guess I should have swapped out at this point. Jeez. Guess I'll ace. Flamethrower. Oh my gosh, he got the focus banned. Okay. Thankfully, Metagross. Just don't get another focus band. Dude. I should have switched out Entei earlier, though. I Ice Punch because in case he gets a focus band again, he could still get frozen. And that's the same reason I bite. No, that's why I flamethrower, because if I get the burn. Snapped out. Finally. Yeah. Okay, we're never taking Quagsire 1. We are never taking that Steelix, and we're never taking Ninetales. But it is the 7th match. Electric. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Man, this is tough. Do I swap, because it's electric, do I swap Metagross for that Quagsire? Do I actually take this Quagsire? Let me think about this. Because then I can just swap out Ferments and Earthquake. Or I could take a Steelix, which all Steelixes have Earthquake. Did anyone see what the phrase was? Did anyone see what the phrase was? I didn't see. I think it was no phrase. But I know it was electric. I think it was electric. I didn't see any phrase. Like free-spirited, unrestrained. Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Wow. This is interesting. Because Metagross, okay, mashing electrics isn't going to do that much. They get free damage. The thing about Entei is Entei's fast. And so that's why I kind of like keeping Entei. And Fire's going to get into electric types. And I kind of like, here's the thing about Quag. So Quag could be water absorb. And if Quag 1 is water absorb, it would do amazing into Lantern, which could be worrisome for Steelix. So that's my worry there. So because it was Quag 1, it's absolutely Steelix 2, which has Earthquake, Dragon Breath, Sandstorm block. The thing about Steelix is, if I guess Steelix is good into Zapdos, but like Quag could like straight up just get a double KO right here. I guess here's the worry though. Here's the worry is, let's say the lead is like, you know, Jolteon Manectric, and I have Quagsire, and do I, if I swap into Ments, I risk getting, I mean, I guess taking a ground type is definitely the move. My thing that's annoying is, I almost wonder if I just like double team with Entei and Earthquake in that scenario, because then at least I'll have Quag Ments against Mons in the back. But like, because I'm worried if they double target Ments with like Thunderbolt, and I just die, well then I'm gonna EQ my own Entei, and then it'll just be Quag in a 1v1 against something. I guess that's the other question is, who's better to 1v1 against something? Steelix or Quag? I guess Steelix, because it has leftovers and Dragon Breath and Sandstorm. I mean, if it's a flying type, I can't do anything. But if it's a flying type against Quag, I guess I could counter. Counter can win games in a 1v1 scenario. Counter can totally win games in a 1v1 scenario. And Steelix has more weaknesses. Like if it's a fire type off the bat, I guess if it's a fire type off the bat, I could still swap an immense. But if it's a grass type off the bat, and more stuff has fire coverage than grass coverage. But if it's a grass mono off the bat, I can just switch into immense, and then it's like I don't really care. Well, I guess Entei would kill a grass type too for Quag, whereas I'd have a harder time killing a other one. I'd have a harder time killing a fire type with Entei, which also leans towards Quag. And again, like I said, Quag has water absorb. If there's a water type, or if it's Lantern, if there's a water type or it's Lantern, then Quag would be the move. I mean, and yeah, pretty much any flying type, I would just with Quag. Like even if it was a Zapdos, Zapdos would have to drill peck, and I would just counter it. So I could actually even beat a Zapdos with Quag. I guess Steelix with leftovers would probably beat a Zapdos too, but you never know. If it's a leftover Zap with sub, maybe not. Let's look at these electric types. I'm just kind of curious. Can't be one that activates a phrase. Electrode. I guess Electrode has Boom, which would be better to have Steelix, but Ampharos has Fire Punch. Two of them do. Electabuzz has Fire Punch. Jolteon has Dig. That would be hilarious if he went for Dig. Raikou, Zapdos. Yeah, I guess that's like Raikou and Zapdos are probably the scariest. Is there any benefit in having Quag over? Let's look at Quag versus like a Raikou. Yeah, I mean he's definitely gone. Versus Steelix. Definitely gone. Literally completely walled. How does it do against Zap? I'm kind of curious. 5%? It doesn't even outpace lefties. Doesn't even outpace lefties. Yeah, I just have to drag. I can just Sandstorm actually. Even if it is the sub one. Yeah. Even if it's the sub one, I can just Sandstorm. But then if it's Lantern 3, which is less likely to be Lantern 3 because it has some phrase options. But if it's Lantern 3, we're in trouble. Unless we pick Quag. Yeah, if it's Lantern 3, that would be trouble. Literally Oko either one of my mons. I feel like I have to pick Quag because of that. Because Metagross, I mean, I'm just getting smacked by electric and fire hits, right? And I definitely keep the Entei, right? Yeah. Now, Metagross just, I mean, I'm just going to be clicking Psychic. I'm not going to be mashing. I'm not going to be Thunder Punching. I'm maybe Ice Punching. I'm just clicking Psychic. So would I rather have a slow meter cross to click psychic or a fast Entei to click flamethrower for chance of bite, burn, crit, and I have a reflect and double team if I need it. This is way more utility. Thanks for the follow, Untaken. I think I have to take this Quag. Quag for the frickin' 7th battle. Over a 31 IV Meteoros. Wait, is this... in this Quag, I think... it's max special defense, too, which is kind of cool. And I can always mud slap things. Okay. I just swapped a Metagross for a Quag, and these are going to be 6 IV mods from the opponents. And we're actually at 97, I forgot to update it. Raichu and Mr. Mime. Okay, so Mr. Mime can have Magical Leaf. Get that Reflect out of there. But it was no phrase. That's so annoying that Mr. Mime can have Magical Leaf. Oh, the freaking... I mean, Steelix would be cooking right now. Steelix would be cooking. I guess there is a Mr. Mime with Fire Punch, too. So Mr. Mime 1 has Magic Leaf and Leftovers, but he also has Fake Out, which I think they're likely to Fake Out if they have it. Because... Magic Leaf doesn't even kill. It doesn't even kill. And Raichu can't kill me, so that's not even a worry. So if it's... which we don't know what... it's actually less likely to be Mr. Mime 1, too, because Raichu's... there's a lot of Raichus with 3s. And Mr. Mime 1 and 2 also have a 3. It's more likely to be Mr. Mime 4 and Raichu 1, probably. Which, if it's Mr. Mime... I guess I just... I mean, I guess I swap an Earthquake, I think. Mr. Mime is slower. Raichu... well, I guess, is it ever worth it to stay in with Entei, though? I don't... what about... Mudslap's doing 32 to 35 to Raichu. Because I really want to... maybe I just... do I Mudslap the... do I double the Mime? Because if I double the Mime and then it's just Quag against Electric types, I win. Or do I save the Quag? Do I swap out the Quag in case it is Magic Leaf? And then just... Flamethrower... maybe I do that. And I just Flamethrower the Mime? Or Bite the Mime? I don't think any combination of Raichu Mime is killing me. I guess Raichu has Thunder. They're all slower. But Mr. Mime, I think, is the threat here, surprisingly. So Flamethrower is doing 49 to 58. Flamethrower is doing 45 to 54 there. Yeah, I think Flamethrower is always the play. I think Flamethrower and Swap is always the play. And then I just get a free Flamethrower off again. And then I could even EQ with Mence, potentially. Or Dragon Dance. Yeah. I definitely swap. Yeah, I think Mr. Mime is going to Fake Out. Okay. Yeah, I think I just saved. I think I just saved the Quag though. He still could psychic the Quag and get damage off into me, and I don't really. Or he could. I mean, what's the worst thing the Raichu could do? I guess the Raichu could attract me. Oh, I need to see if I am water absorb in case it is Lantern. Oh, I'm damp. No, that's fine. So he could actually, Raichu could attract, which would be kind of annoying. Raichu could also protect this turn. And he's not going to Thunderbolt that slot. So I'm very safe to just swap into Ments. And I don't need Ments for anything. I need Quag. I don't need Ments for anything. I need to save health on Quag, regardless. And I just Flamethrower the Mine. Okay, no fake out. Raichu just goes for agility. It's fine. Okay, Psychic Sentei. Okay. Does he see? So we can figure out what mime this is, maybe. No, it has to be mime. I think it has to be mime 3 or 4, which we don't know then. Although Raichu used agility, so that's Lumberry, and that's Raichu 2, which does have reversal, which is, I guess, no, that's not a big deal because, yeah, we can just KO it. And actually, Raichu 2 is the best scenario because it has the worst special attack. Yeah, it's only doing 26 to 31. So I think we just double the mine. No, or do I? How much is he doing to Salamence, though? And he just got Salamence 4. Oh, Double Edge just straight up Okos his Raichu. I guess I just take the Double Edge KO. And I go for the Flamethrower on a Mime. Yeah. Yeah, why wouldn't I do that? Yeah, I mean, I could Dragon Dance, but if a Double Edge just straight up KOs his Raichu, why wouldn't I just do that? Entei 4 versus Mr. Mime 3. I guess Mr. Mime 4, yeah, he saw the best damage with Psychic. So he did 88. Yeah. Mime 3 or 4. I mean, Mime could have Bright Powder, so I wonder if it's worth it to Double Edge that slot. Because I know, I think actually that's probably the play, is to Double Edge the Mime. Because I know I can just take out the Raichu with Quag. But I don't know what's in the back, and I don't know. If it's Zapdos, I guess getting damage off on it would be better. Well, I guess if it's a... Let me think if it is Zapdos, actually. Would I want a Dragon Dance? Oh, I guess I could just Ace if it's Bright Powder. Oh, yeah, I can just Ace. Oh, that's... That's interesting. I could actually save health on Entei. So I could actually Ace the Mime and swap Entei for Quack. That's actually interesting. I think that's actually the play. Yeah, because Ace covers for Bright Powder. I guess he could Thunderbolt the Mets. Is there a reason to play that safe, though? I just feel like it's a... If Ace kills the Mime, I guess Thunderbolt into Para would be absolutely horrible. Into Psychic. How much does a Mr. Mime Psychic do to Quag? 30. I mean, it does. It would 2-hit KO if he gets a defensive out. I don't think it's worth it to risk that. Thunderbolt into Para. So do I double edge that, and then he gets a double bright powder miss? I think I just double edge whatever's coming in. So let's say it is Zapdos. I don't know. I need to be. Double edge. Yeah, I guess. Do I just go for the double KO? The problem is if mime goes for. Why would I KO Raichu? I have no need to KO Raichu. I can just Earthquake it. But I don't think Ace makes any sense into mime unless. I guess if it is Zapdos, if I take Recoil, they can't KO both my mods. So I would just go Flamethrower or Double Edge again in Zapdos. I think that's actually the play. And now they're going to see kills on Entei. Which is actually good. Jolteon. That's Mence, baby. We don't even need the Quag. We'll just let him KO our Entei. It's fine. Oh man, this Mence was 100% the play over Lottie. 100%. There it is. We made it through round. What would that be? Round 14? Yeah, we made it through round 14. Oh. Dude. Dude, here's the thing. I've been streaming for a while now, and I feel like that was a big round. I feel like I just need to cool down before we go for the next one. I feel like I need to pick another day. Yeah. Dude, we just hit 98. So I need to find what a good day to pick this up would be though. I'm thinking, dude, it's so huge. Updating that PB number feels amazing. Dude, I gotta hope for a good draft. That was, I mean, Metagross Entei is pretty solid. That was sweet. Honestly, the hardest match was really that first one, where the freaking Raichu 2 clutched it, and then that just cascaded into the rest. The Regirock one was also pretty scary, actually. I think I misplayed that one, maybe. And it's hard to say, though, because... It's hard to say, though, because keeping Regirock was preventing Mence from Earthquaking, so... And I didn't know what Mence was. Dude, it's amazing that that situation came up. It was like, oh, Raichu beats Truant Slaking. And I could potentially win 1v2 as long as I can reversal kill the other mob. And that literal... Yeah. That literal situation came up. That's just crazy. I'm excited to see how the pyramid stuff turns out. I think that'll be cool. Oh, nice. I've never even watched I've never even seen Pyramid really be played, so that'll be interesting. Gotta make room for the Lions. Go Lions. Oh man. Okay, so I think I'll probably have to pick a night this week. It won't be Monday. I don't know. So it might be Tuesday or Wednesday or something. We'll see. But hopefully you guys get the notifications if you follow, and then you'll see the the notifications. Hey, you gotta be back for it. Untaken. We'll be here. Dude, Lions need to make the Super Bowl. I think they can beat the Niners. I think they can beat the Niners. Thanks, Nova. I know you got my back. But yeah, I think they can beat the Niners. It's seriously, it's like, I mean, they are talented, but like when I watch other teams, I do see like lots of talent that I feel like sometimes is missing here and there. But it is something. It's like there is an energy. It's weird. It's like it's just Dan Campbell. Oh no, not today. I'm taken. I'm gonna try to do another round another day because I've been streaming for like 3 hours. Yeah, that's true. The Lions are so fired up, and attitude is everything. Like, I mean, that really makes a difference. That'd be interesting. I'll be interested in it. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm taken. I just, I think if some of those battles went a little bit quicker, I would have gone for it. But it just, there were some tricky situations, and it was just taking a while. And I don't want to try to rush to get the world record. I'd rather start a new draft on a new stream fresh, and that just, so yeah, I'm not gonna just try to jump into it for getting through it. Taking the time. Oh man. All right. Viewers funded trip to Detroit. Seriously, what happened? B Park. Or I guess is his oh snap. For how long? Like, was it like minutes? Or how do you get it unfrozen? I mean, I don't have the best laptop either, so. Yeah, streaming and recording, that is tough. So did he just go back to the save state and play it the same way basically then? Dude, that'll be crazy, B Park. Dude, give it some time, Logan. There'll be 100 people running the factory. Oh, man. 100%. We're just gonna save it up. That city's gonna riot. Oh, man. That would be so crazy. Alright, well, thanks for tuning in, everybody. It's late. I'm gonna get to bed, and, thanks for having... That's true. 25% chance. That's better than a lot of factory chances. Yep. Thanks for hopping in, everybody. We will see you all later. You too.